the unpleasant.
Yes.
Darlo, did you
And-
level up?
Yes, did everyone level up?
Did I
The
level up?
unpresent, the unclean. Oh, we did level
What
up?
the-
Shit.
Up?
Yeah, you guys would have leveled up.
Level 15.
I
told you at the beginning.
Level 15, yes.
Payday's in the Zenless zone right now.
No, I'm closing it out. I'm actually on my thing, leveling my character up.
It was in the Zenless zone last time you said it.
Yeah.
So yes. Solo, did you level up?
Yeah, I did my level up.
Ah, good. Alright, so who wants to go ahead and give me what happened last session?
We fought a fucking war.
Go ahead. 100. Oh yeah, actually, I already have DM's inspiration. Someone else can do.
A little over 100, I think. I mean,
No, it was 101.
yeah, it was... I mean, really, all we did was combat all of last session. Like, we fought
Yep.
the rest of it off. We dealt with the Heaven Tree, we dealt with the Willow Blights. It was a mess. Colin got invested into the kill counting game that we never really agreed to begin with. He just started going. And Berlin
Yeah,
informed
34.
him that if he takes it too
Fine,
far,
it's
he
35.
will kill him without a question.
Yeah.
Berlin did in fact
Didn't.
express, if you take this too far, I will kill you. No regret.
Rough.
I mean, Berlin got serious because people's lives were on the line, and Colin's just like, I got more kills than you! Did you let anything
Fair.
escape in order to get those more kills? Did you risk the mission?
Fair enough.
Yeah. Luckily he didn't, but next time he might. And then Berlin would have to kill him.
And yeah, that's basically what happened. Yeah, you finished the combat. You killed... Awen killed both the Willow Blight and the Tree of Heaven Blight.
Woo! Which she's very happy about, by the way.
Awen keeps getting, like, boss
That's-
kills. She's got, like, a streak of them at this point. I think she's on, like, 5.
I still love the whole fucking joke of a 5'2" fucking small girl just murdering these giant monsters.
Just holding the axe with both hands above the head. I guess the great
No
sword.
screaming. Remember, she's got that silent rage. So it's just stern, staring at the thing with murderous intent.
No,
Silent.
I'm talking about, like, when you're standing on top of the body after the combat, not sure if you should scream
Yeah,
or
there's
cheer.
no screaming, remember?
No, I'm talking
No,
after
like
the
a
combat.
victory cry.
Yeah, that's
No.
what I'm saying. She doesn't scream victory cry.
No, I'm not. I haven't said either of those things. I'm saying,
Oh.
like, combat is over. She's on top of the body. Senses are returning. Not
Oh.
sure if she should scream
Yeah,
or cheer.
yeah.
Ah!
Oh no, that's the confusion. That's the confusion of looking around, making sure everything's done. Yeah! Yeah, so it is a victory cry.
In between the fear and relief. I don't even know. And excitement.
Well, it's more the relief to make sure everything's gone, because heaven forbid she end her rage and then something else pop up.
Oh. Yeah, God, Rage does not fucking function properly in 5th edition. That whole, like, oh, you ended a round without attacking or being attacked, you lose your rage! That is not how the fuck adrenaline or fucking battle trance works. Who the fuck decided that? I want your head. On a pike.
Ooh. Okay, gamers. What happens, William, after the battle?
There is a very decently sized celebration because you guys
Better be.
killed the things. Everyone's very happy with that. It is revealed that there were a few others around the premises, around the perimeter of the village that tried to sneak past that. But thankfully, there were enough of the other adventuring groups and the monks and things like that to where there were only a few light injuries there were no other tree blights other than the two that you guys fought, thankfully. And yes, you guys are allowed to celebrate.
Well, please all join to the nearest tavern with me. We're gonna get fucked up.
Good
Did they
job,
even
Sky, by
have
the
a
way.
tavern?
There's only the one tavern.
Good job, Sky, by the way. You went really into the front lines.
Always. Charge head first. Think about it later.
Yeah, well, there was that one time where they actually had you surrounded. Remember when a firestorm? Yeah, that was.
I would have made it. All right.
I'm sure you would know you would have backup at that time. That's why you were so confident. Yeah.
Yeah. That's the
Plus you-
reason. No other.
Hey, Paul. You had no plan,
Yeah.
did you?
I had a plan. I always have a plan. What do you mean?
You had no plan.
There was a plan.
Beyond going in and just winging it?
Well, I mean, he could fly. He's very agile.
He's a bird, so winging it.
That's what she implied. That was implied. That was like part of the joke she did, both literally and metaphorically.
Oh. Well, you see, literally, yes. Figuratively, no. You know, there was a plan in mind, in the back of my mind, that I thought about using.
Okay.
That reminds
Oh.
that reminds me of the Lex Luthor versus Tony Stark death battle, where it's like, sir, I think we should change our plan of attack. I have a plan. Attack.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was the easiest plan.
I'm assuming that was Lex that said that.
No, it was Tony
Tony.
who said, yeah, Jarvis was like, sir, I think we should change how we're attacking. Or we should change our plan of attack. And Tony said, I have a plan. Attack. Because he was in the Hulkbuster. And he was just swinging wild.
Sorry.
Death
all I can
battle.
think is Tony.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, it's fine. Yeah, Death Battle is so fucking biased. I don't watch them anymore. But
Well, not just that.
I can't help think about the motherfucker holding a cancer stick for so goddamn long.
What?
The fucking Lex Luthor always has kryptonite on him to fight Superman.
Oh, yeah.
And long exposure can cause cancer. And the motherfucker in the comics got cancer. Because it's a fucking radioactive stick. It doesn't hurt humans. Yeah, in small doses. Not if you carry it on you 24/7, fucker.
Yeah.
I do find that hilarious. And he blames Superman for it.
Exactly.
It-
He's the J. Jonah Jameson of Spider-Man. It's Superman's fault.
And like the weirdest thing is like he even makes steroids out of it, which he injects into himself.
And he wonders how he got cancer.
Yeah, he wonders.
How the fuck is he making steroids out of it? Is my question.
Yeah, you know
How
what?
is
Hold
he
on.
supposed to be a
That's
genius?
how?
Comic books, that's how.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a superhero that got their powers from sniffing cocaine in 2 comics.
Snowflake.
Okay.
But
No, there's not just Snowflame. Apparently, I believe it was either crack or cocaine is how Cloak and Dagger got their powers in Spider-Man comics.
goddamn. But
Jesus Christ.
yeah, it's
I'm gonna grab a glass. I'll be right back.
and with Death Battle,
Okay.
at Death Battle episodes where it's supposed to be 2 smart people, or if one of them, anytime intelligence is supposed to come into play, goddamn, it fucking falls apart. Goddamn, does it fall apart? They just.
I will say Simone versus Kyle Rayner and Ultron. No, not Ultron. The Transformer versus the one. Fuck, I can't remember their names. Galactus versus Unicron. They were fantastic.
I feel so out of my element. I haven't watched death battles for years upon years.
I think the last.
I've watched.
Go ahead.
I watched nearly all of them.
I used
But,
to watch
you know,
death battles as a history too, but it's been a long
Oh,
time.
I haven't. Yeah, I haven't watched any of those in a while.
I'm back.
I think the last death battle I watched was the Goku versus Superman rematch, like post Dragon Ball Super Goku, where they fully cemented where they just don't seem to understand mysticism in Dragon Ball, because they were even doing like, oh yeah, the power pulse is best weapon against him because it's magic. Do you have any idea how many of Goku's abilities are fucking magic? Like, you are where the Kaioken is not a ki technique. It is a fucking divine magic technique. Like, the Spirit Bomb is a magic technique. The, the Turtle's Secret Shocker attack, like the electric move, that's a magic technique. Evil Containment Wave, that's a magic technique. Like, there's so much fucking magic in Dragon Ball.
You're
Dragon
cutting in
Ball
and
Z. God fucking damn it, kill me.
Does
I
Goku
mean,
know the evil
it's
containment
illegal.
wave?
Yes, he does.
We
He
can
used
kill you in D&D, just not in real life.
He did use the. My point is, there is a fuck ton of magic in the Dragon Ball setting and in like the characters' usages that they just use. Like, as I said, the Kaioken is a magic technique. Then there's a question of God Ki. Is that magic? Possibly
I
not.
think
I
that's
mean-
divine ability.
Yeah.
But anyways,
Yeah.
All I'm gonna say
serious.
is, ISA from high school DxD can defeat Goku, and it's the weirdest shit ever.
I have no idea who
Sailor
that is.
Moon. That's all I need.
Does it require him to be aware of the incoming threat and do an activation, or can he do it from beyond the grave? Because Dragon
yeah,
Ball's
I think maybe.
then he might
Not really.
then he might lose because what actual speed of Dragon Ball characters is ludicrous.
I'm gonna go ahead and cut this and say
Yeah,
let's get back to the
yeah.
game.
Let's get a rain check.
Right,
Guys, for fuck's sake,
We
man.
never range check. We never range check. Just go.
All right. So yes. Do you guys have anything you want to do? Like, do you just want to say you celebrate? Do you want to like help burn like the bodies of the plant thingies? Do you want to go like? Do you want to go like try and find more stuff? Do you want to like try and harvest anything? Like
Question.
talk to people.
Oh shit, yeah.
Maybe Ghost wants to go find that one guy and kill him while everyone's celebrating.
The noodle
Yeah,
vendor,
Maybe,
Berlin's
I don't know.
favorite noodle vendor.
Yeah, the
There's
noodle.
many,
Yeah.
We should probably harvest the roots, no? Of the dead,
That
tree. Yeah.
yeah, I was getting to that. Berlin's not calming down because Berlin doesn't know why everyone's celebrating. It's not fucking over.
I wanna gather the
Because it's
blood. Actually,
it's the single largest attack, and there's been no deaths and minimal injuries.
Berlin's
Which
getting
is a win for them.
Berlin's actually staying on high alert and getting ready to dissect some of the more unfamiliar bodies.
yeah.
A wins.
Oh,
Go ahead, Ghost.
Colin's gonna tell Skyrip about the bounty on each of the blights, because each blight killed, we can get like a certain amount of gold from Alexander.
Oh, I do not know how many I killed, so
Well, I mean, you could just take gold and share. He doesn't give a shit about the money.
He's got too much money.
I mean,
Oh,
you could
then,
just say that you killed over 100 and
just kill him
Yeah.
here. You know.
Killed
and
like
then just
70.
split the reward among you.
Ewan's going to help like chop up and burn the other blights that the bodies and whatnot, because she feels that's a responsible thing to do, as well as prepare and question herself, what the fuck was that vision thing still, and probably ready to answer anybody who asks, because she did just run out of her house, run to the nearest person, and said the attack is happening sooner. We have to get ready. And everybody took her at her word, and she was right.
I will note
I also,
that when I say celebrating, this isn't like a video game where like the last one falls and you just hear cheers off in the distance. No, I mean like
This is later the same day.
I mean, that depends entirely on you guys. Like if Berlin immediately goes and like starts cutting up bodies, then he immediately goes cutting up bodies.
Basically, the talk with Colin happened, which I think was the last thing he did before we ended session, or he may have.
Yep.
Yeah, that happened, and then he immediately turns right and starts walking up to the Heaven Tree and just starts basically gathering one of every body he's not familiar with, and he's like dragging it into a more solid ground clearing for dissection. He didn't even tell anyone what the fuck he's doing.
You were cutting in and out, but I can assume what you were saying. You could grab one of each one that you haven't seen before.
Yes. Oh my god. How the fuck do I fix this? Do I have Steam?
After that.
Go on.
I remember the last session, I think Colin was going back to the village, either to check up on his Drake, which it's a medium size right now, right? Like it's not a puppy because.
No, it is small. It takes a month for it to grow.
Right.
And I will remind you that the month is the time you have to train. You can train it afterwards, but like it is noted in the lore that like it is the easiest to train it during the month. After that, it's much harder.
Yeah. Okay.
That's how they're designed.
He is gonna check on his Drake too, because he is standing still right now. He told him to, and safe to not make him wait for about a while, which in turn probably like the villagers saw him returning.
Probably, yeah.
Oh, after telling Skyripa about like the bounty.
Okay. So yes, Awen, you said you're helping to like cut up the various bodies.
And throw them into fire, and then prepare to answer how the fuck she knew what was gonna happen if somebody asks.
And Friki, you are. I believe that the ones you are not familiar with is the Willow Blight and the Tree of Heaven Blight. You're familiar with all the other kinds from Ravenloft,
Yep.
and you're familiar with the Bamboo Blights from the fight at the Bamboo Farm.
I don't think I dissected one though. Did I? I might have.
Yeah, do they have like
Nope. I do not believe you did.
Into the dissection chamber.
so dissection?
Yeah.
I just want to have one of those
Sick.
stalls, you know.
You would have seen during like the several days it took for like this attack to happen that the other group has like, or that like that the other adventurers have made a like full basically autopsy set up like between the east and north gates, so you could just take them over there if you so desire. You're not going to be able to take the trees though.
Are they still affected by the Sanguimancy, or have they leaked out already?
I will say that the willow tree is good, but like with how Awen killed the Tree of Heaven, that thing is leaking, so you're gonna want to move fast.
Berlin is going to gather the blood from the Crimson Tide and sort of use that in a floating disc-like fashion to help move the Tree of Heaven. A tensor floating disc kind of deal. Just to cart it.
Is there a weight limit?
No. Although there would be a limit to, like, the thickness and amount of blood eventually would be too heavy, so it would just break through the kinesis if there wasn't enough, but luckily there's thousands upon thousands of gallons. Well, hundreds upon hundreds of gallons. It's a size and blood ratio limit, basically, so if it was... Like, I can't move, a 1,000-pound stone brick with a human corpse. It's just not enough mass to push around. But if it's like 1,000-pound body with its own circulatory system, that's fine because it has a comparable amount.
All right.
Yeah.
But yes, so. Yeah, you carried a tank.
Yeah. Probably have to roll it. We'll see. I don't know. Well,
We'll find out.
how many crimson?
You're not in combat, so mechanically I don't really care. But flavor-wise, yeah, do as you do.
Yes.
You're able to. Can you get both of them at the same time, or do you have to go get one and then the other?
I have to do one at a time because it takes my spell concentration for every... Like, I can't make a mass of blades and throw them. It has to be one solid mass that I'm moving, and that takes my spell concentration. If I twin spell, I could do both of them, and it'd be sharing concentration. But, yeah.
Sounds good. Yeah, you get them all. You get the 3 blights over.
Yeah.
Is Awen helping to get them over, or is she just burning every body first that she can?
Well, she's doing, she's doing the smaller ones because it's easier to throw them in the fire first, and then she was going to chop the bigger ones. So until someone like said, hey, don't do that, or Berlin said, don't do that one, or asked her for help, she's just doing the small ones first.
The best way to...
I will remind you that, I'm not telling you not to do this, but I will remind you that, getting as much material from the blights as possible was the sub-objective if you were not going to bring the tree back to him.
Okay, thank you for the reminder. Then
I do believe you guys did say you were going to bring the roots to him, but I'm just reminding you. He wants as much stuff as he can get.
Yeah.
Okay,
if
changing what sideways. Thank you very much. No, again, it's been a while since we remember the original.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, no. Instead of burning or getting rid of it, no, she's kind of picking.
Probably would also like appreciate just having like one of just new materials.
Then instead she's organizing them in piles of like straight up broken twigs versus specimens that haven't been harmed too much, like more intact, and figuring out which ones. Probably even calling out to one of her group members, asking like, how intact do they have to be? Because I found like holding half of one, like a half, but I'm not sure if they're okay with a half, if they want a whole, because not too many holes. That doesn't sound right. There's not too many whole ones. Better.
Well, luckily for you, Skyripa is there, and like how you have a sitting step, and how like your group has a sitting step to Alcé, he has one to Alexander. So
yes, I do.
He can ask if you.
Do you want me to ask Awen?
I'd appreciate that, because just looking at the mountain of like all the stuff, we have a lot, and a lot of them are damaged, and I'd rather not waste too much time on, holds up half one that's like literally split down the middle. A half.
What exactly do you want me to ask him?
What's the minimum condition he would accept one of them in?
Okay. I will pull out my sending stone and.
Please and thank you.
You're welcome. And proceed to call Mr. Alexander.
And yes, he will. It'll take about 5 minutes before he can respond, but he will do so. He is probably one of the more busy of the adamantine, after all. Which, yeah, Solo, this is actually like quite fast for him to respond to you. You've had some where like he didn't respond for like a day or two. But yes, he will respond to you. And as what is it that you ask of him?
What is the minimum condition you want the bodies of these trees back in?
How many types are there?
How many types?
Yes, how many different kinds of these things have shown themselves?
I don't know much about the creatures myself. I would say that there was 3 different ones that were here. One was a bit bigger than the others. According to somebody else, there's a light 6.
Let's see. I would like one of each kind as whole as possible, if you can manage that. And then just as many pieces as you can, as large as you can. Other than that, it doesn't really matter to me.
Did you can anyone hear from the sending stone, or is it like a tile?
No, it is basically like sending, where only the person receiving it can hear it.
Yeah. I didn't know if we're
Okay.
using the Acquisition Incorporated one or some other one that we made up.
There are
Yeah,
different kinds.
yeah, there's the Ravnica one, which I think is mental. The Acquisitions Incorporated, which is just a fucking cell phone. And then there's the base one, which is one casting of sending a day to the other stone, and nothing else.
But yeah, basically, yeah, these ones are it's infinite sending to the other stone as long as you're on the same plane of existence.
Okay. I'm gonna walk back over to Awen. I'm assuming she's sitting there watching the bodies burn.
No, they are not burning yet.
No, she's
Uh,
held
she-
off.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
sorting.
she held off to ask you that question.
I'm
Like,
gonna
how
walk back over
are
to
we
her
doing
again
this?
and then let her know exactly what Alexander said about how he wants one of each type minimum.
Okay,
as
that's
whole as
cool.
as whole as possible.
Oh, okay. Just throws the half piece she was holding. That makes sense. Okay, just had to be sure.
And then
Yep.
after that, as many large chunks as you want to bring. The more you bring him, the more he will pay you.
Do you want to cut off some chunks here so we can make a bit of extra, or do you just want
So, what, chunks of each one? Chunks of, like, the largest one that we can't really kick back?
to? I would assume just chunks in general of each.
You know what? I have a big, huge hole for this. Why not? Yeah, okay.
I can get started. We'll just start cutting away chunks and tossing them in a separate pile if you don't mind. While
Yeah,
you've
yeah.
finished sorting.
Well, I mean, I'm just having her axe with her. I mean, I kind of got the tools for it too. You know what I mean?
No, I was just gonna use my sword, but you know,
Skyripa,
yeah.
did you tell him about the Dryad?
I don't think I did.
Okay.
Well, looks like I gotta make another call. Uh,
Yeah,
I
I'm
guess
just
I'll-
wondering how much of the situation have you like told him about? Like, did you tell him about the like the going to
I-
the farm, or going, or
I
like
don't think I
talking to the
did.
lit, or talking
I
to the
don't-
bone claw, or anything like that?
I don't think we have yet.
Okay.
I don't think I have at all. That's probably something I need to tell him. You know what? I'll give him a full report later on in the day. And hopefully he does not take my head off.
Why would he? You just say like, there are probably thousands of blights that are gonna infest the country. But correct me
Yeah.
if I'm wrong. Once we destroy the tree, they can't reproduce, right?
The tree is how they reproduce. Yes. All right. So yeah, you have your orders.
So yeah, Awen's gonna be doing that. She's gonna start making sure she can find the largest chunk she can, and put them all to the side again. More sorting, keeping the larger chunks of everything and the specimens, and then probably getting ready to set fire to the smaller, stupid chunks that they don't need.
Berlin is actively dragging your largest chunks of money away to unknown fate.
Like sees you dragging one of them. Berlin,
Yeah,
what are you doing?
these are going to be dissected. I don't know anything about what's in them. I've never seen them before.
Okay,
You
just
know,
don't take them all, please. They're money.
He is taking the Tree of Heaven, a willow blight, and a vine blight? I don't think we've done vine blights yet.
No, vine blights are in Ravenloft, so
Okay.
it would be one of the bamboo ones.
Oh, okay. So yeah, he's basically
can
taking...
I also
Yeah,
What order does he take them in? Because you
Uh,
said you need to take them one.
he went for the Tree of Heaven first.
Okay, yeah. So
He likes to headbutt
Yeah.
a challenge first, you know? The best for first.
also Berlin
Yeah.
from Sky Reaper. Could you make me some detailed notes on what's inside of those things? I'd also like to know for later use. And also if I can get a stall of one of them, that'd be much appreciated.
they are plants; they do not have skulls.
Yeah.
Well, never mind then.
I can give you some bark.
Yeah, you know what? A piece of bark would do.
Right. I mean, technically, the entire thing is bones. It's a vascular system and tube-shaped filaments of cellulose. Just,
That is true.
it's all bone.
I just want to see what I can do with it.
Anything you could do with wood, although this wood is rotten. I wouldn't use it.
Want to see if you can use it for anything?
What does Berlin know this could be used for? I'm sure it's useful for certain potions and effects, but
I mean, it is actually considering like how it looks and feels. It is actually like relatively sturdy wood. Like you know that there was one like a hag had a quarterstaff made out of it that acted as like a basically like a control rod and spellcasting check or a spellcasting tool.
yeah, but is
but,
the wood
yeah,
naturally
they-
tough,
they-
or is that from the enchanting process? Because like, Colin's glass staff is fucking glass.
That is fair.
Yeah.
But yeah, like you can, but yeah, like you would know that like you can make stuff with it, like potentially weapons and but yeah, like
I was thinking
your
maybe
best
a shield.
your best bet would probably be like maybe a bow or like a spellcasting focus, but potentially you could make various potions and things with it if you I'm not sure off the top of my head which one like specifically. Like you could probably make like greater healing potions or resistance to necrotic potions of necrotic resistance or
false life, potions of false life for certain.
Something like that, yeah.
You could probably make the blood spear. I would not be surprised if the blood spear was actually made with like a bough of the Golthias tree, given its effects, and where it was found.
Yeah.
Golthias staff, a staff of withering. It could probably be used to make. Just any necrotic channeling effect, it could probably do. It's probably a good conductor for negative energy, more or less.
Anything vampiric in nature.
Yeah.
And honestly, actually, like if you know how to do it right, healing. Like you might even be able to make like a staff of healing.
Yeah.
Potentially.
Or the was it not enervation, but life transference? Probably make a staff of life transference or vampiric touch.
Make Pinocchio with the blight wood.
That's the thing.
You could, yes.
Probably could
Make Pinocchio.
a fucked up construct with this.
Let's do that.
Payday
do that.
just spamming the fucking hot dog thing.
I noticed.
It's been a while, William. I'm only on Facebook on Hot Dogs in Unusual Places forum for you specifically.
You know, Solo.
Payday hates.
What is this? What is this?
Hot dogs in unusual places. Amerimorphs become hot.
I think I need to join a new Facebook group.
I'll put the link in shit posting.
Do it.
Fuck me up.
No, I said I put it in
Rick's
shit posting
mustard.
so you could see it.
There it is.
Go on, though.
Unusual hot dogs.
I'm joining the group now. Wait, I gotta subscribe? What?
Okay.
They have that.
Fucking damn it.
Solo, I mean, the Pinocchio thing might do better if you have the blood apple from that tree. Remember?
That's true.
Okay, so we're gonna make a little living puppet that's gonna turn evil and go all
Yes.
Chucky on us.
I don't know.
Potentially.
Yeah, evil little wooden
We're
boy.
going to make Pinocchio.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Can we get rid of his legs?
Like, guys, I don't think it would make Pinocchio. I think it would make the dummy from Goosebumps.
Yeah. My parents had got one of those, like, when my dad left the military, and it fucking creeps the shit out of me. That smile is unnatural.
Yeah, it's
I mean, it's a
literally-
puppet,
yeah,
of course it is.
It's
But
painted on.
Elmo freaked me out as a teenager because somebody in my family didn't know I was old
We can get
as a teenager and got me the tickle me Elmo or no, like sleepy time Elmo. I stuffed him in my drawer and he kept like randomly saying his phrases. Yeah, we gave him away.
Yeah. I mean, I think if we made
Yeah.
a construct out
Teenager,
of it,
man.
we'd get like fucking Tommy
Teenager.
Taffy. And those who know.
anyways,
Yeah. So let's not.
so yes.
But yeah, Berlin's dissecting. Basically Berlin will go ahead and tell you it's a very good conductor for necrotic energy and bears vampiric effects. Anything that would take life from something or annihilate life or draw in or channel negative energies, it can do. I could probably make potions of false life from the drippings. It's... I'm sure I could make an anticoagulant with it, which would be... you may actually find useful now that I think about it. I'll have to keep that one in mind.
Songs, I'll eat hot dogs too.
Stop.
I could go for a hot dog right about now. Caramelized onions,
Same
salt
here.
and pepper.
I ain't
on
even
it.
gonna lie.
A little bit of honey mustard.
I'm getting hungry.
Like a good tart honey mustard.
Anyways,
Yes. God damn it. No more hot dogs.
All right, fine. I'll slip the hot dogs.
A living evil. Yes, we make the house from Monster House. We perform
you.
lichdom
I mean,
with the fat lady.
What is everyone doing?
Berlin's dissecting the bodies.
Yeah. I already told what I was gonna do on chat. That's all Colin's gonna do.
hang on. How we were the hundreds, and we taught how he killed all of them as dramatic. I'll be training my Drake as I long rest. Okay.
I'm so wrong.
I'll say make a. I would like you to make 3 checks, please. A deception, a performance, and a animal handling check, please.
Cool. I rolled 2 deceptions. Oh wait, no, I
Now
didn't.
you roll 2 animal handling checks. So 14, 19, and 17. What are you training your Drake to do?
Different hand movements mean different things. Like when I point at something, go there. He's not telling him to attack yet, just like move. And like hand signals to sit with, of course, like rations or like meat I can buy from the villagers. That's how I prompt him to follow those commands.
Okay.
I must spend like 5 silver.
Yeah, yeah, that could work. And with your with your check of 17, you are able to train it relatively well. Probably need a few more days of like reinforcement, but it does get like the general idea of go here, go there, like sit, stay, like lay down. That'll take like a few hours though, as will your very stirring rendition of the battle that you guys went through, just mowing down dozens of these things.
Would I get advantage on the deception since most of them saw how I fought with Berlin?
No.
Okay.
But yeah, as I said, like it is a very stirring rendition. Like you didn't roll. Well, you did roll terribly, uh, but with your bonus to deception, it is like you didn't roll like a nat one or anything, so they have no reason to actively deny what you did. So yes.
Yes. And then I rise.
Very well.
We gotta get into like wizard duels, where like they have abjuration wizards on site that put their ward onto you, and the first person to lose ward loses.
College, yeah, wizard college is usually sometimes do that. I want to see that shit.
Mage fairs have it too. Anyway.
Yeah.
Wizard duel.
Yeah.
But yes, so Berlin,
No.
as you are
Raiding some woodworker's shack for tools because his doctor's bag of tools is probably not set out for this.
yes, but also like there would be some like saws and things like that at the thing.
It looks like the freaking autopsy from the thing. Not autopsy. It looks like the freaking dissection from the thing when they're cutting open the body of the giant bug monster, two-faced monster thing. God, I'll watch the thing again. Love that movie.
But yeah, I will say roll.
Human, give me food.
No, she's in heat again and wants attention. Luckily, with luckily with my payday coming up, I should have enough to get her spayed.
If I remember right,
It's still gonna happen though.
the secret technique is to hand her a shoe.
Give her a plush toy or something.
That is interesting.
I don't
I will dissect that later. But yes, anyways. But yes, so Berlin, I would like you to make, depending on like what you're doing, for each of the bodies, I would like you to make a survival, medicine, or Arcana check, please.
He's going to begin with Arcana check, so there's 3 body types, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
There is the Tree of Heaven, the Willow, and the Bamboo.
Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and spend one of my wand to detect magic charges. Go ahead.
Would you like to go to one of the other group and ask them? Oh wait, no, you guys were the first to encounter the Bamboo Blights. Never mind.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, would you like to see their notes? But never mind.
Yeah. I think the Willow Blight. No, we might actually be first encounter on all of these, huh?
On all 3 of them, yes.
Yeah. So yeah, he's taking it to the proper dissection chamber area, so anyone who's interested knows where to fucking look. Yes, starting with initial Arcana checks, popping the wand to detect magic just for the ability to fucking see magic.
Yes.
Whether that will help or not, I don't know. Damn. A 2, or a 7, a 23, and a 20 of the dirty variety.
The Tree of Heaven.
Yeah.
It's like
Which is
you
sadly
are
the
like
7.
looking at. Yep. That is, yeah. You are, as you are looking at it. It's a lot. Like this thing is huge. You're kind of caught off guard looking at it. Like, okay, where do I start with this thing? So you don't get as much done. So you think to yourself, okay, this is a huge job. I'll do it after the other 2.
All right.
I'll come back to it.
We'll come back to that.
Yeah, because it's 50 feet tall. It's literally like 30 or 40 times your size.
Yeah, that's gonna need a team.
Uh,
Yeah,
the,
this is
the
just
Willow Blight, while large as well, it's most like a lot of its volume is in the long sweeping branches, which you will like what yeah you will like see the various as you examine it, like the different you'll see how the magic of whatever the Gulthias tree did to this willow tree has like concentrated in certain areas. Like you see where there would have been leaves are now these like extremely rough patches. Like
shark skin
that seems to have been kind of, yes, which have been like would have been where like a lot of it was like the magic would have been concentrated as yeah, right. With the Arcana check, you're not looking for like the physicality of it quite
I'm
yet.
looking
Like
where
there are things you've noticed, but
basically
but
here,
yes.
let me narrow it down. How these things are animated and where the animation effect hits the most strongly and how it gets around, basically. So just looking into the magic of how these things are created by the tree in the first place and how they function.
Yes. And as I was saying, yeah, you see like the various places where the necrotic magic would have been most concentrated. Looking like through the trees, you'll notice that there seems to be about 2 or 3 different patterns to the branches. Like they're not all affected the same way, but they are affected similarly to one another.
Berlin
like,
actually,
as I said, there
cycling...
seems.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, there seems to be about 3 different like groupings of like how the things are affected. Probably for different effects, you can assume, but you'll examine that more later.
Yeah,
as
these things function kind of similar to Berlin, so he's probably actually like cycling energy through them to see how it moves and shit like that.
Yes, and as you are
probably the best person.
And as you,
holy shit.
Yeah, and you notice that like the trunk itself seems to be almost minimal. It is affected like the same way most plants are, where it looks burnt and rotted, but beyond like the aesthetics of it, it doesn't. The trunk itself seems to be almost minimal.
Yeah, like it's just a support.
Yeah, it's just for it seems to mostly just be for basically holding up the rest of the body.
Yeah. Okay. By the way, I don't need the actual... You don't have to actually make everything up if you don't want to, William, because I know that a lot of this is just background babble.
Yes, but the most interesting thing you note is the roots. Like the roots seem to be the most heavily affected, which you'll note is very similar to the one you found in in Barovia, where instead of like a massive roots that just kind of go out and about, I don't know how familiar Berlin is with like how tree roots for a willow tree are supposed to look. But I'm guessing that he doesn't assume they're supposed to look like a pair of legs.
Yeah.
Or like 4 spider legs woven into each other.
Yeah. They're not supposed to do the Squidward thing.
Yes. And yeah, they are also like you are able to actually still faintly see the necrotic magic. Well, the effects of whatever this curse was in the roots.
I'm able to like
As-
cycle energy through it and see how it did it, kind of deal.
Yeah.
I assume that's
to
what he's doing.
Yeah.
Because these things are already dead. He doesn't have a live specimen.
Yes. To which you can probably assume that this thing, that's probably mostly how, like, it fits with the other ones, where that's probably how, like, the curse affected this thing. Like, it went into the ground, went into, like, the tree absorbed it, like, you know, how a tree does, and then simply changed.
It's quite literally a blight, an infection in the tree that has spread a rot throughout it.
Yes.
Yes, okay. Yeah. And after that, he goes into the actual cutting into them kind of stuff for like any sign of organelles or internal processes that it may have, mysterious fluids, repurposing of old structures. And the last one would just be structural, like any place where this thing is like probably gonna fall apart if you rip it apart. So he's looking for the magic of how they work, followed by do they have any physical manifestations that make them function that they need or that have been added to them. And then the last one
You're
is...
cutting in and out.
God.
You're cutting in and out very hard.
Let's go
Secrets?
to secrets, yes, please. The connection demons have chosen me as their new victim. Anyway, so yes, he's done the arcane thing. How the fuck are these animated? How do they work?
Hey.
Next, he's looking into the internals. Have they been modified in...
There we go.
Oh, that's just Solo's entry noise. Anyway.
Yep.
Yeah.
But,
But I will also note that how she became a furry in the future past, how she became a furry. But I will say that also you will note something of interest with the bamboo blights.
yeah.
It's very clearly not one piece of bamboo. It seems to be 4 plants or more that have been basically like smashed together at the end, and then they just kind of went from there.
Yeah, they fused. Bamboo actually spreads in the same way grass does, where the roots split into multiple plants, so they could have been one plant to begin with.
Yeah,
Yeah.
could have been.
Could have, yes.
But you will note that some of the legs are different thicknesses, or they're different. They have like different markings on them, and yes, it's much more straightforward than the willow blight.
Yeah. But yeah, initial tests are, how does the magic behind this work? Secondary tests are, okay, now we're cutting it open, looking inside to see if there's any changes in its physical makeup. And the last one's a structural go over to see, like, okay, where are the weak points and how to kill these things faster.
Alright, I would like you to do 2 medicine checks, or a medicine check for each, and then a nature check for each, or a survival check for each.
And it's in the same order of Heaven, Willow, Bamboo.
Yes. Alright, the heaven tree seems to be, like, you'll note that it seems to, like, be made of, like, the same spongy material as, like, the normal blights you are accustomed to, but it is much more dense, so to speak.
Yeah.
It's much more, it's focused, like, around, like, the roots and what was the quote-unquote mouth of this thing.
Yeah.
As well as what would be the hands. With the willow blight, you'll note that it's basically, like, the trunk is basically a massive reservoir, like a large empty hole.
Yeah.
And you'll note that the various things, they seem to be, as I said, like you would have noticed, 3 different things. Some appear to be like piercing to like suck the blood out of the victim. Some appear to be like shark skin, like wear away at the thing to try and like basically like rip the skin off to induce bleeding.
Yeah.
And the third, the third are solid, like basically just the wood, no spongy material, no tubage. Those are the ones that basically act as like the muscle, like to hang the people, like Avon was.
Yeah. So there's some for extraction of, I guess, those that are already down, some for flaying victims to cause them to bleed out, which is, I guess, useful for the other blights more than the Willow Blight itself. And the last ones are just solid wood that could, I guess, be used to bludgeon or grapple.
Yes.
Yes.
The bamboo blights, you will note, they are, as I said, like there's like the central like mass area, which has like the spongy material, but it is much less dense than any of the other kinds you've ever seen. The legs are the most interesting, where like most bamboo are like empty with like wood separating like the different chunks.
Yeah.
Instead of the like the wooden separator, they are like sphincters basically.
Okay.
So like it can fill up one of these sections and then close it off.
Yeah.
In case like the legs get broken off.
Right.
So it's like how you guys have been doing pretty frequently.
Yeah, the spongy materials gathering at the segmentations and creating that effect. Both joints and sphincters.
It is actually still hollow inside, but they are lined with like spongy material.
Yeah, I'm thinking like the way it actually like looks is every single segment actually has a joint of the spongy material growing in it.
More or less.
Yeah, and that's where like it bends, but also it has like the probably looks horrible where it's like the spongy material's bursting out of the seam and is like grown and separated a little bit. These things probably don't even look like bamboo anymore. But
and yes, so and with the structural points, you'll note that the Tree of Heaven, it's pretty freaking solid. Not much to
knock knock tree.
Because it doesn't like they're trees. They don't really have joints. Like there's no like breaking its elbow or anything like that.
Yeah. Well, it's like
with
more,
the
like,
willow
hollow spots and shit like that in a tree.
Yeah. With the willow blight, you'll note that the main trunk seems to be the weak spot because it is like it's not as like filled out. It's more like almost hollow looking than the rest of it. The roots and my brain is breaking. The roots and the foliage are like pretty dense. And yeah. As for the third one, as for the bamboo blights, the main area, like basically like what would be the chests, quote unquote, or the joints are probably the weakest spots.
Yeah, fairly straightforward what we expected. Mostly we've learned how the magic works and that there's a big giant hollow spot in the willow blights that makes them more fragile.
You would also note like the same thing as you did with the other where like most of the necrotic magic seems to be like focused around the roots of the Tree of Heaven, but weirdly enough, not so for the bamboo blight. It seems to be focused mostly on the central mass.
Yeah. Basically, these things are very obviously weaponized and nothing else.
Yes.
They are built for one thing and one thing only. Eukaryotic.
Murder.
Eukaryotic case-based entities. Understood.
But yes, so I will ask Awen and Skyripa. You grab like one of each of the bodies, or try to. How many pounds of like the rest of them do you grab? Like how much weights are you taking with you?
Well,
Because I will say the body of a twig blight, a vine blight, a needle blight, and a bamboo blight, as whole as possible, will be probably about like 300 or 400 pounds. Or actually, probably even more than that, because like their wood, probably around like 600 or 700 pounds.
well, Awen does still have the portable black hole,
That's fair.
which she specifically got cleaned out of the honey and put that elsewhere. So there's a whole black hole
That's
available.
The honey is in my was in Flush's horrible.
Yeah, and you gave that to her instead of cleaning it out. Remember?
No.
You did, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, she asked you like 3 times, like, "Are you sure about that?" You said, "Yeah, no problem."
Right. Yeah, I remember.
I
Yeah.
can't believe Awen had to clean out Flush's dirty honey hole.
To be fair, it was also her idea that she really liked it, so it was really nice that he actually gave it to her.
Someone clip that.
There's no one to clip it.
I know.
Anyway.
Sorry.
Anyways.
By the way, but Freaky, yes, I know that's why the choice was made.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, right. Yeah, she stopped thinking out of her trance. She was thinking about if she turned into the weird creature from earlier. But yeah, she just looks like already laying out the hole. Was already like getting ready to figure out which one she wanted to drop in. But looks over to you, Scarpa.
Yeah.
Hey, so since I'm kind of guessing that you know which ones are the best ones to pick here, I sorted out what I think was the best ones, and then the big chunks that Berlin wasn't taking away.
Let's say we just shut the rest now that we've already, we've got enough.
Berlin in the background, prying spongy masses and bark off of the tree of heaven with a crowbar.
Alright then, so I'll shove as many as I can, I guess.
And just shove them into the hole.
Alright. It's never gonna be the last time I've ever heard. It's never gonna be the last time I hear that sentence. As she will start tossing as much as she can into the black hole.
Okay. I'm guessing, like, do you go for, like, as big of pieces as you can, or...
Absolutely. This is money. And Awen, though not greedy for herself, is greedy for money responsibly.
Greedy.
Okay.
Well, it's for her village
No.
and her family.
Well, guess Awen's not that greedy.
That's why I said responsibly greedy, aka I'll do the work, but I like the payment. Thank you.
Responsibly greedy. Yeah, okay. Didn't know that was a thing.
Well, it is now.
Let's see. A cubic foot of wood weighs about between 20 and 70 pounds, so I will say 25 on average.
Cherry's hardwood, so it'd be on the heavier end. If they're taken from the tree of heaven.
No, they're just grabbing like as big chunks as they can while they're
Yeah, I think willow
Right.
is soft wood, so that would be a lighter one. I think.
Let's see, the radius. Let's see, the radius is. I think they're just going with the bodies that they have right now.
Yeah.
Like they're letting you do what you do, and they're grabbing for the other bodies. So let's see. 1,130 cubic feet times 45 times 0.75 for unused space, because stacking, you're not going to get it perfectly. That is about 38,000 pounds. God damn. Yeah, that is. Wow.
Yeah, D&D does a really bad job at accounting for just how heavy things really are. Like, I did math and was like trying to do the weight of various animals, such as humans and things that be considered large size and stuff. There's a reason Berlin's blood powers don't operate on a weight system. They operate on a comparable ratio of mass system, because it would just be bullshit and not work properly if it was weight-based. Weight is multiplicative.
Yeah. Alright, so let's see. Also, wood is fucking dense, apparently.
Yeah, a lot of things are.
Let's see. I'm trying to think if that would even actually be like physically how, like if you could actually fit that much.
It's a 10-foot diameter, so it's a cylinder.
Wait. I fucked up the equation.
Yeah. It's a cylinder. So you could
Yeah,
probably...
it is. It's 6 foot diameter, 10 feet of height.
Yeah.
So yeah, I fucked up the calculation. I accidentally made it double its radius because I've.
Yeah, you thought it was...
Okay.
Yeah, you thought it was radius, not diameter.
No, I thought it was diameter, not the radius for the equation. So now that I use radius instead, okay, 9,517 pounds. That is much more believable.
Yeah. Let's see, what was it? It was...
Alright.
I think he used, like...
Yeah, because it's radius squared, so instead of 9, that was fucking 36. God damn. Anyways.
Yeah.
So yes. As you guys are doing what you do, honestly, this probably clears up most, like, a good amount of the bodies. I'm assuming that you burn the rest.
Oh yeah, I guess they do burn, yeah. Eventually.
Yeah, you just need a little bit of, work.
Wall of fire, go.
That would
It's so
that would be appropriate.
What happened?
Wall of
Why-
fire.
huh?
We're burning the bodies. Huge
You would have to.
of burnable
You would have-
materials.
Yeah, you would have to interrupt his story time with the villagers.
Yes. I'm not the one burning the bodies, so I don't know what Awen and Skyreap would do.
How do you burn the bodies? Do you like? I'm guessing that you like. Do you have any oil that you splash on them after piling them up? Because Awen does have her flame gun.
Sword of fire, also, and flint and steel, and all kinds of stuff to start fires.
Fire, burn, fire, burn.
The flint and steel would be much less effective, especially on the materials in question.
Well, the problem is
I mean, technically yes, but for most stuff, it wouldn't be particularly noticeable. If you know what I mean.
Yeah, I get
like
it.
you need
I
a
get it.
runaway reaction. Like the little fire from Ignite isn't really big enough.
But yes.
I don't know. I'm not spending a 4th level spell slot.
Would Colin really pass up the opportunity to start an enormous bonfire with over 101 giant bodies made of wood?
If you tell
Purpose
him,
with permission?
It would probably be more like 50 or like 30 or 40 at this point, because most of the bodies at this point, I think, are in Awen's hole.
It's still easily
And
like an
burnt
8-foot
ashes.
mound.
Yes.
I knew what you did there, Valium.
yeah. If you ask him to, then yeah, probably.
But yes. For now. Yes. You guys, burn the bodies. Burn all the ones that you aren't selling.
The smell. Imagine the
Which-
smell.
You burn all the bodies you aren't selling. What a hell of a way to phrase that. Anyways. So yes. I appreciate your need for attention, but I'm going to have to ask you to not, do that. It's not stable, you will knock it off.
Like I said, give her
Okay.
a shoe. It actually works.
Okay. All my shoes are downstairs and I don't want to go. Anyways. So yes. As I was saying. Yeah, that takes probably about an hour for you guys to do, so Berlin would probably be pretty decently through what he's doing. How do you guys do? Like, do you after
That looks important.
after burning all the bodies? Like, what do you do?
Everyone at the party, or like?
No, I mean Scarpa and
Okay.
Awen.
Well, yeah, so once after putting everything in the hole, basically, look, Scrippa. So, do you have another way to burn these? Because just getting her sword out, I mean, I got a way.
I think we have the same idea here, and I'll pull mine out. Shall we?
Just making sure it's, like, farther away enough from the village that, you know, nothing's gonna get set on fire, and deep enough that nothing's gonna go crawling out.
Yes.
As you're both getting ready, though, she kind of makes a joke of, you know, poor sense of humor. But what if we set this on fire and one of them started screaming and tried running out alive?
That would be hilarious, and I think I'd enjoy watching it run around.
Until it runs out into the forest or into the village and starts a wildfire.
That's why it was like so kind of like a dark. This is not really funny, but it came to mind. So when he agreed, she was just like,
You know, what if one
Yeah.
does run out? Do we stop it, or do we
Yes, we
genuinely
stop it. What do you mean? Don't we stop it?
But also funnies, you know, we can watch it run around for a few, can't we?
I'd rather not run the risk of setting the village on fire and then be the reason for the village on fire. Or the forest.
We could put the village out, you know? It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
I've seen a city on fire. I'd rather not see another city on fire.
You know what, that's fair. Let's get the burn on. Come on now.
Thank you. She notes to herself, limit jokes to a degree around this person, or they may take her seriously.
I think Awen is actively developing sexism over the course of this campaign.
Well, for context, every single man has been a disappointment to her other than her own family and her new boyfriend.
Berlin's been pretty
Damn.
cool.
Oh, what about the Smith?
Yeah.
You're right, Smith too.
Yeah,
She
but-
looks up to the Smith.
But she didn't know him for very long. I'm talking about, it's like every man she's gotten to know. I think
That's entirely fair, yeah.
I
She's
think,
just disappointed with us. She's like, God, they're crazy.
I think it's
Well, she made a robot man her sensei. Ended up really betraying their trust. They had a whole little epic falling out
Who's
about
the
that.
man?
I said robot man thing. You were vaguely man-shaped.
also teenage
That's
girl.
kind of racist.
Also, see a
Anyway.
teenage girl.
Anyways. So yes. So yeah, what do they do after the burn? This smoke, by the way, is
Wretched.
Yeah, it is. It stings. It hurts to be near. Direct contact burns your skin.
Do we have any
And-
wind spells or something to get the? Wait. No, William. This is up to the interpretation. I'm asking. When I pull the ice blade out of the sheath, and it does that whole, extinguish non-magical fire thing. Does
Yes.
that mean that that's implying there's also a gust of wind or air when that happens, or no?
Hmm. Just by the sheer temperature change, I would say yes.
Okay, that's the backup idea of that. Because she asked,
That's how wind works.
that's how wind wakes. But
Nice.
she looks at her people. Goddamn, I'm so sorry I can't say your character's name right yet. Scarippa, and is like,
Skyrippa.
Skyrippa, thank you. Please.
Sky.
I'm trying to say it correctly. Do correct me if I keep fucking it up.
I gave you the non-accented version too. Come on.
I know. I'm trying. I'm legitimately trying. For the whole thing.
Here, say it with me. Sty.
Okay, let me put it this way. I'll remember for 2 whole seconds and then have to say it again.
Here, Payday, I gave you a phonetic spelling in the chat.
Again, everybody keeps forgetting. If I'm going to forget this, it's not the matter of saying it, it's the matter of remembering how to say it.
Then stare at that phonetic spelling until it's burned into your vision. So you see.
Yeah,
Anyways.
Sty. Just say Sty.
Right. I'm just gonna write it down for now. Right. But for now, she looks at Sky. Do we have anything to maybe keep the smoke away from the village too, or?
Congratulations, you saved all their lives, but now they have cancer.
Carcinogenic.
Carcinogenic.
I was hitting my vape. Oh god. That was funny.
When the vape hits too hard.
The irony.
Living it.
I had it in, had the hit in my mouth as he said that, and I just sucked it all in.
Oh, I thought you were making a joke. Oh,
No.
I didn't know you were.
You see, that's what you get for having filthy habits.
Anyways. I got telekinetic shove. I could just repeatedly do that.
To the smoke? Does that work?
I don't know.
I don't think that works. Doesn't that work on objects?
No, that it's an attack. It works on people.
I don't know. I never heard of that spell.
Can I just breathe fire at it?
Why would you breathe fire onto something that's starting with fire? That doesn't make any sense.
I don't know.
Can I breathe fire on the fire?
So these two idiots rub their half a brain cell together and get one whole idiot.
Well, I figured more fire, just push it away. The smoke, take it the other way.
That is some Astro and Ghost thought right there.
We'll just pick up some bark and just use it as a giant fan.
I miss Astro.
I do too.
I do too.
Awen, is that fine? Do you want to just pick up a bunch of bark and use it as a giant fan
It's better than nothing, I guess.
before we give the town fucking cancer?
Do you think this would cause cancer?
Do you know what cancer
I don't know.
is?
I don't think they should be breathing it in either ways.
Yeah, I can
It cause
tell.
other issues, especially for the young children.
Heaven forbid someone's pregnant.
Now that I'm more worried about.
I'm trying to look through Awen's pack to see if she has anything else of help, because if she pulls out the blade, it's just literally going to take out the fire because it's a non-magical fire. So let's see.
Oh, that's interesting. Cancer is first accredited with being discovered by the ancient Greeks.
Yeah. Like, they knew about it, they just didn't know what it was. They just knew it was some sort of unhealthy growth that would, damage your body's ability to function.
Yeah, he gave, Hippocrates gave cancer its name Carcinos, which means crab in Greek. He observed that tumors resembled crabs with their legs spread out. Neat.
So, maybe we should put the fire on until we figure a safer way of doing this.
Sorry, I was reading something.
Skyreaper, do you think we should put the fire on until we find a safer way of doing this?
I mean, we've come this far.
We can easily set the fire again.
Yeah, but we do have to move the bodies, and that seems like an awful lot of work.
Okay, I'm making a decision. She's gonna take the blade, her frost blade out, and take out the fire by, again, taking it out of the sheath.
Fair enough. Yeah, you do that.
You could all...
Causing the large pyre to sputter out, and she will note that as she does so, the smoke, there is a visible pulse and the wall of smoke, at least in the radius of the effects. Temperature is fascinating.
Yes. As the diffusion
Yeah,
of energy fights against itself.
Since Sky keeps really not caring about the safety of the people, and she really does care, made the decision herself, fine, I'll do it myself if I have to. And
I'm not
starts
paid enough for this to care about them people, okay, Miss Awen?
I mean, you could ask trained medical professional and will totally prescribe amphetamines for a stomachache Berlin Malgras.
See?
But yeah, Awen will start to figure out how much further, thanks to actually seeing it happen now, how much further away from the place she has to do before the smoke won't bother people here.
I imagine Skyreaper's just listening and just helping her out, but just more sluggish now.
Oh yeah,
So
trust me,
grumpy.
she's not expecting you to move much at this point.
Just nah, fucking asshole. Making me work harder.
Under her breath, fucking ass. Both calling each other assholes.
Put out my fire.
Isn't Skyreaper's a type of I don't know how. Or no, yeah, he's a
Owlin.
Oh, is he an
I'm a
owl?
what?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I'm an
He's an
owl.
owl.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. Oh, okay, I don't know if they work the same as Aarakocra. Are you like 5?
No,
Which also makes
mean-
Awen even more upset considering she thought owls were cute. Not this
Aw.
one.
harsh, but fair.
First off, Styripper's beautiful.
Personality wise.
He is a wonderful personality person. I don't know what you're talking about.
Exactly.
His
Exactly.
big, lifeless eyes.
Anyways,
As he stares soullessly at you while saying that.
Well, she's not saying anything out loud. It's all mumbling to herself. Outside her is very polite most of the time.
He turns his head 180 at you while he's still working. Just watching.
She'll turn up and look at you. And that's the moment she can't help it but goes, okay, I'm sorry, that's still fascinating that birds like yourself can do that. And then get back to work.
I'm just gonna snap back around. Just turn my head slowly back.
It's one of those things you can't... You know they can do, but seeing it in person sometimes is different on a small creature, let alone an actual bigger one. That feels weird, man, just looking at that.
a little bit probably, yeah. But yeah, so for now, yes. What you guys? Yeah, you'll move it probably a pretty good distance away. Probably have to like go into the forest a little bit to find a clearing to do so. But yes, yeah. As you'll find a new place to burn them and burn them.
So I'm assuming this is much better that's farther away enough that the people won't be bothered.
Yes, I suppose.
yes.
Do you want to start the fire again? I offer you the deed.
I imagine at this point I'm just sort of grumpy, so I'm just gonna pull it out and just sort of slash, just so sluggishy, just slash toward one of the bodies and just walk away.
Above table. Typical man. Just slash it, just long it out.
Wow.
I feel like it. Here you go.
Wow.
Oh, that's funny.
I was thinking about just saying, I grab Awen's sword instead and then just chuck it in there.
She'll throw you in after.
Just take it.
Anyway,
Yeah.
Oh god. At some point, try something. But
yes,
anyways,
so.
yes.
Is that a duel?
It's not a duel. More of a she'll be fucking pissed and figure something to do to you later.
I'm not gonna wake up the next morning. I'm gonna
William,
be
can we have a
suffocated by
tournament?
No.
Do we have a what?
We have a tournament arc.
Don't an arc.
I mean, potentially, depending on how things go.
But yes, Awen will stay there to make sure that everything gets burned properly, and she'll motion for Sky to go back to the village if he wants, because she's gonna sit there again, make sure, thorough job.
Yeah, and she has the ability to put out the fire no matter how large it gets. So yeah, sounds wonderful.
Town and yeah, go to the tavern. Need me a drink.
Sounds good. It'll probably take a somewhat decent amount of time. Payday. What do you do after burning?
Oh, after burning, she'll come back to the village. She's still wondering what the fuck that fur thing that was supposed to be her, still questioning it. I'm making the joke of, would you love me if I was a worm? Would you love me if I was a 7-foot tall fox entity thing with fur and a big smile? But also,
I think I might love you more in that case.
At least I get warm hugs. But yeah, other than that, probably go back to where they've been staying. She would normally join in with the tavern, but it's going back to the room where they were staying and is writing down questions she's got for her own parents later to ask about unusual things growing up to see if they've seen any of those fox things, because now it's a concern. Before it was like, oh, that's weird. Oh, that's weird. Oh no, cannot be ignored. I have questions.
Fair enough.
Guys, the party's very unfortunate right now.
Yeah.
Underage woman.
And yet she seems to have more maturity than half the party.
Well, we all have mental issues.
To be fair, she's only one age away from technically our version of legal.
I mean, the
She's
joke
17.
was the party's very unfortunate right now.
Oh yes, of course they are.
Because Fortune's not here.
Well, hold on. Wait, hold on. How has Awen been on this earth longer than Sky Reaper?
She hasn't.
No.
She's like 17.
Sky Reaper's 15.
Oh.
I do like the art, by the way, you have for Sky.
What?
Yeah, he's an outland.
Stole it from Google.
He'll die at least.
Yeah,
I stole mine from
he's
Pinterest.
dying.
Jesus Christ, man.
He's dying.
Anyways, so yeah, Riki, what do you do after like all the cutting and the notes and all that stuff? That probably takes a good few hours, and you'll be joined by a few of the others from the other parties who would help you with what you're doing.
I mean, at this point, Berlin's covered in dirt, mud, blood, tree rot, and possibly other things such as soot, ash, and rust particulate. It's motherfucking bath time.
Fair enough.
It's, you there, do this laundry, bath time. Here's 2 gold. More money than you've ever seen in your life.
I will say, please roll for me a charisma check. Not a saving throw, just a check.
You there, random made at the end. Here's more money than you've ever seen in your life.
Yeah, as you go to like, as you are, heading out to do that, to like get like
so
clean.
Sweaty.
Yeah.
Wretched creature.
Isha will ask you what you're doing. Where are you going?
Pulls a like crusty, blood-filled branch out of his hair. Just scrape the crust off and soak what's left off.
Well, if you want, I have commandeered one of the houses. You can use my bath if you so desire.
Eyebrow raises. Fine, but the skeletons don't get to watch. He goes with Isha.
Oh, they're watching the village, not me.
Oh, one moment. Awen!
Are you actually calling her? Or
Yes.
That's the funny.
He is calling out to Awen.
You can just hear from up in the inn. What?
I'll give you 5 gold if you watch my shit.
Fine.
Thank you.
Lazy woman.
Freaky could say 5,000 and it wouldn't even make a dent.
Yeah.
Yeah. But at the same time, she's already done writing what you need to write down. So.
Yeah, and the 5 gold is basically, I'll buy you fancy dinner.
Yeah.
Actually,
Anyways.
that's more than just dinner, but
You
either
think
way.
she could be bribed with gold?
Yeah, exactly.
Because you're somewhat right.
Yeah. Haywin can always be bought.
To a degree.
Anyway. So yes.
My mind went somewhere else with that.
Okay, putting... Well, I won't put a check next to do the sex with Isha yet, because she might be like a succubus or trying to kill me.
In that case, double check.
Yeah, but then she wouldn't be human.
Mhm.
Yeah,
At
you
least she's
see.
not an elf.
Yeah, but still not human. It's not because they're
Mhm.
elves, it's because they're, an inferior race.
Disadvantages of having a wife at home.
She's
Oh no, imagine
she'll be dead.
you having a loving relationship that she even stood by you in your amnesia.
She'll be dead in like 30
Well,
years.
I mean, it was an arranged marriage. Okay, no, I'm not gonna do that.
Oh, I thought Skyreaper had a wife at home, is what he was saying.
What? No.
Oh.
Sky Reaper, I'm pretty sure single.
Just mature.
Pretty sure.
What do you mean? I'm pretty sure. I mean, to be fair though, I did get my wife plopped and like I don't know, because I was an amnesiac, so maybe.
Certainly got her plopped. I see.
Okay.
Like Ghost
A
Road.
lot of drunken nights. Alright, he doesn't know what he did.
Anyways.
Berlin is for certain a father to multiple children. Well, biologically speaking. Moving on.
Yeah, just biologically related.
Yeah. Berlin does not use protection. Ever.
What's protection?
Yeah. No, he knows. He just doesn't.
I was wearing my armor.
I had the mage armor.
I had the helmet on.
You don't understand. She could have clawed into me and it wouldn't have left a mark. I was wearing protection.
I have 18 AC.
Anyways.
My armor should have protected me.
All hickeys are temporary for Berlin.
So yes. Yeah, I'll say, yeah, you guys go about doing what you do.
Yes.
And we will cut to black to the next day unless you have anything else you would like to do.
Oh, I gotta contact Alexander and give him a final
Level up. Oh, ooh.
of
Sure.
everything. So
Okay.
I guess before we get too wild, I'll try to meet up with one of them to help I guess debrief and see if we can come up with what to exactly tell Alexander. Because I don't know who Aristiel or what. How do you say his name?
Who?
Oh, you mean Eric Keats?
Oh, you're...
Yeah,
Eric
Eric
Keith.
Keats. Yeah, I don't know much about that guy.
No one does.
Yeah.
Yeah, neither do we. Yeah, we know he's a lich from the fog.
I think
That's
There
it.
we go.
Fortune knows most about him of anyone, maybe. Maybe Mr. Kret does, but
Oh.
that's Schrodinger's knowledge at this moment.
Yeah.
Well, then I'll just tell him that a snappy necromancer by the name of Eriquis?
Eric Keats.
Eriquis. Gave us a map to the tree.
It wasn't Iroquois himself. It was the Bone Claw.
It was a
Yeah.
bone claw, yes.
A bone claw? Is that what you said?
Bone claw, yes.
Payday, you gonna do a rifle through Berlin's stuff?
She's just gonna loot
No,
you.
remember you told her to fucking watch your shit.
Yeah. Watch
So
it
she's
there.
watching your shit.
You don't want to.
She don't need to go through your shit.
You
She don't know what weird gadgets and devices you have there for
Yeah.
taking blood.
You want to see the weird shit he has?
No!
If anything, like items,
You
implements.
don't fuck with the man. You saw do a blood tsunami.
He hasn't done a blood tsunami yet. It was a
gonna-
maelstrom.
I'm gonna pull out my sending stone and call Mr. Alexander. And I guess the
Okay.
deep thing I'll give him is a real quick one of a necromancer gave us a note to go to the south of the village, and a bone claw gave us a map to the tree and a decision of what was the decision again? To sacrifice the village? I think that was one of them.
Yes.
Or-
Basically, it is let the fruit come to fruition. He didn't care how it happened as long as it did.
I don't think he
But-
needs all that.
Yeah.
Just a quick little scoop into what all has happened, you know? Because if we killed everybody, the fruit grew because of all of them dying, right? If I remember
Yes.
correctly.
Yes, because of the
Oh.
amount of blood needed.
Yeah. And the other decision was go against him and fight the hordes. We decided to fight the hordes. We killed a bunch of them. Town safe. Yada yada. In message. I think that's all he needs to know, really. Anybody got anything else?
I don't even know you're reporting, man.
I think all Berlin's got right now is a bone to pick with Isha.
Ah,
I
Nice.
don't think I'm missing anything that I need to tell him, am I?
do you tell him about the dryad?
Oh, yeah, no, the whole fucking reason that we got into that. Also, what was it, a corrupted dryad?
Corrupted, yes.
Corrupted dryad.
Do you tell him what the bone claw told you about how he's the one who,
Made it?
cursed the tree?
Oh, and yeah, the person who gave us the map, the bone claw, he cursed the tree, which started this whole mess with the corrupted dryad and the trees, the tree blights, all that good stuff. And I think that's about it. Bye bye. And I'm just gonna hang up.
The
Okay.
most professional way to end a phone call. Bye bye.
Just bye bye. Well, what else am I supposed to say to him? I don't know what to say to him.
I mean, you could wait for him to respond.
Nope. He's gonna ask questions and I don't want to sit there and answer.
I swear to God, every time we play D&D, every basic human communication skills are thrown out the window.
Sometimes.
I swear to God, I communicate better with people.
I don't.
Same here. I ain't gonna lie. I swear I do.
Any and all respect for any sort of authority is just gone.
It's our only way to rebel.
I mean,
Can't do it in real life.
shifty eyes
that's-
as I actively told off my manager the other day.
Yeah. Yeah, what do you mean can't? You just... Of course you can.
I'm surprised I haven't gotten fired yet. I don't know, maybe he was actually listening, though, because I made some pretty good points.
Anyways,
Okay. I'm sorry. Who the fuck posted the Twinkie hot dog?
Payday.
Hey,
Always.
that's actually disgusting. As somebody who loves Twinkies, I'm actually disgusted by this.
That I believe that was in a movie.
Yeah, okay, yes, it is, and I am the same way as him.
Also, Freaky, I posted something in your channel relevant to what you just said.
ups. I like the
Oh my.
upsettingly moist gas station hot dog.
Damn it, Payday, read your character sheet. Stop hot dog posting.
Oh my gosh.
Guys, the barbarian will stop hot talk posting.
I was only
hell?
posting those ones because
Lizzie
the backup
posted.
was so large. There's still more, but I'm not posting them yet.
She's glizzy
anyway.
posting.
Anyway.
Uh,
So yes, you guys will have the
Willie,
the
does
night
Isha wear a
afterwards.
choker?
This what?
Nothing. You don't want. You do not want to answer that question.
Okay.
I shouldn't have asked.
I honestly didn't hear what you had said. So,
I asked if Isha had a choker.
yes.
Well, goddamn. Hey, Ghost. Remember that conversation we had before the session started today? Do as I say, not as I do.
Isha is a choker.
That's
Anyways.
the joke. Moving on.
So, yes.
Daddy issues.
So yes, you guys will have the night to celebrate, unwind, like heal yourselves, take care of your equipment, and do whatever you do.
Berlin
I'm
actively
guessing-
regretting his decisions because everything is sore, but he's fighting through it.
I'm gonna guess that you guys head out the next morning.
We should
I would like to
probably
make
organize a plan of attack, and Berlin has 10 blood points to his name right now.
So in the morning, when we all gather to start that plan, Aben will briefly just mention this since no one's asked quite about it yet, that reiterate her interaction finding the giant furry creature thing. Speaking with it barely speaking a word.
It didn't speak any words.
Oh, sorry, yeah. It didn't speak any words, but she saw through its eyes as if it was her own that the attack would be happening sooner. But she has no clue what the fuck everything of all that was.
So you got a guardian spirit furry. Cool.
Yeah, well, actually, maybe. Because here's the other weird thing before you ever came here, Sky, is, I see visions of my ancestors. It usually happens when I go into my rage, but there, once in a blue moon, has been a similar creature, so this is not the first time I've seen it. It's just the first time outside of my rage, and it's really actually kind of concerning me. So, yeah.
Yeah, that is quite concerning, you know.
To be
Maybe
fair,
I should, keep my distance from you then.
To be fair,
No,
we see
please don't.
Odd powers are quite. I don't like those.
Yeah, that's fine. No, please don't.
No, you sarcastic ass.
Mhm.
Now I might stand even closer just to be an asshole.
Oh, come on, Skyrepo, what do you have against weird powers?
Well,
Yeah, wait a minute.
how am I gonna fight
Mine's
a
less
princess?
weird. What, you haven't seen what he can do.
Skyrepo's seen
That's
what
even
Berlin
more
can
terrifying.
Well, no, well, like, she's emphasizing because to her it's much bigger of a deal.
do. Oh, that's true, he hasn't seen the
I don't-
fuckery.
I don't got magic here, alright? So let's alliterate
The
that.
only non-magic
I don't-
member of the party.
I'm the only non-magical being, or non-magical using person here.
Heyday's, like, Awen's barely magical, you know, she
Minimal
often
magic.
forgets.
The only cantrip I know is Mage Hand, and I'm not even a mage. It's from a feat.
Hey, that's good.
It's not really page. Yeah.
That means you're technically a spellcaster and can use wands and shit, so that's actually pretty good. Because you know one
But
spell.
anyways,
Yeah.
get close to me, stay away from me, whichever one you care for. Whatever, I'm still gonna protect you because you're in my party. That being
Aw.
said, I'm just letting you all know that that's what I saw, so if something similar happens, I just thought you should know.
Let's go read
Is that how you knew they were coming?
Yes, as I described earlier, it told me, well, let me see what was going to happen and that they were coming sooner. That's how I ripped out of the house and I yelled to everybody to action. Which, once again, I do appreciate you believing me because that could have easily just been swept away as a what are you talking about moment.
When you've never been prone to flights of fancy, that's why we believed you immediately.
And I mean, it seemed reasonable.
Thank you.
Uh,
Right. So, what's our next plan of action then?
I could teleport to the tree and teleport back safely now.
Can you?
Well, yeah, I can upcast teleport.
How many people can you take with you with it?
Let me check. Yeah, I have a 7th level and an 8th level spell now. I pressed it 3 times. That's crazy. Well, a lot, really.
I believe it is you and up to 8 creatures.
Yep,
Yeah.
8 willing. Yep. Meaning, it'll just be us. So about that scouting, idea.
All right, but my statement was more along the lines of like you can certainly try to teleport to the tree and back.
Yeah.
I think today would be a good day to make our stand at it, while they're still reeling from the defeat.
For once,
Hey,
I
when-
agree with Berlin.
You've agreed with me before.
Shit, you're right. Fuck.
Hey, Ewan, you said you saw a vision of them coming, right? Was the dryad or the tree anywhere nearby during that fight?
I don't think so. Like I said, what I'd seen was the large 2 trees coming this way. Nothing further than that.
There was a dryad in that.
Oh, the dryad. No, sorry.
Yeah, you did see it. It did shift to you seeing like the dryad with like basically cuddling the tree as the bone claw basically drank tea nearby.
Yeah. She starts describing. Well, now, mind you, I'm gonna say it's probably a little bit fuzzy to her now, considering it's been a day and, whatnot. So a little bit more fuzzy, but describing generally what she saw, the bone claw having the tea, and the tree itself.
Was that the right? Were they marching with them, or were they
No.
just?
So we do.
They were?
No. We do have a problem. What do we do about the bone claw? We're going to make an enemy of it the moment we tear down that tree.
I guess we put him down as well, if we can.
And the
We
lich.
put him down first.
I mean, any update on the magic shackles that we all
I
discussed?
didn't. We're making a inconvenience for Araquis.
Yes, the lich will be a problem. Are we ready to make an enemy of it?
Depends.
But-
Are you scared of it?
I don't know anything about this lich. As far as I know, it could wipe out an entire country in a day. That's the problem with liches. It's either a minor inconvenience or a world-ending threat.
We can cast the die.
We can. But is that our move to make?
I don't want to negotiate with him because the thing is, he'll just request for something of equal destruction.
To put it bluntly,
To satisfy.
go on.
It's
To put it
whatever
bluntly, every time.
whatever the purpose of that fruit is, there'd have to be reason for the sacrifice and reason for why he wants it. Meaning, if that was the only way he could achieve it, or I don't know much about magic. I don't know much about proper quote unquote magic, but I think even if we do something else that's not the fruit, it'll be as destructive. So I don't want to negotiate on it with him on that.
It specifically
Just
said it would try again if it didn't succeed here.
yeah.
It actually
Which-
did.
It actually did, then you cut out.
It actually didn't.
Did he not say they would try again? I remember that being a thing.
Nope. He said, "Make your decision. I will not fight you either way."
Ah, where did we hear he try again? I guess maybe we assumed.
I think that's what we
That-
talked about him doing.
That was an assumption that you guys made.
That we're gonna have to that we kinda have to make because he did start this in the first place. So he wants it bad enough to, kick it off and to sacrifice all these people. So he would most definitely do it again.
We'll fucking do it again.
Yeah.
Fucking
do it, the thing's all about it. It's like yuck.
From the way we talked with him, he didn't really seem all that bothered, but well, it's another 500 years for an immortal lich.
True.
Yeah, by that time, most of us will be dead.
Which is, yeah. Which
I don't
could
know
be a
how long
reason
you
why
guys'
he
lifespans are, but as a non-magic using being,
Alright.
mine's not that long.
In the more concerning reality, yes, it would be future people's problems. Maybe 500 years. And the witch would
I'm
be
saying
500, and the lich would be 500 years stronger and wiser as well.
I'm saying is that sure, in the future, I would like to. I do have a sense of justice, even though I have been spending most of my life furthering my wealth. I do have some sense of justice. I'm saying that we'll do this full-blown operation on the lich afterwards. That shouldn't stop us from, lack of a better word, going balls to the walls with that tree. Though we should not, what is it?
Antagonist.
The agreement was not letting it live, right? The tree?
The agreement... So we're either supposed to... With Alexander or with the Bone Claw?
No, with us, the party we were talking about.
I think we agreed to kill the tree.
Well, I think we were talking about our agreement with the Bone Claw. Our agreement with the Bone Claw was to allow the tree to bear fruit before we tear it down, so that he could get... Because that's what he wants, that's why he did this whole thing. And the problem is, what is an ancient lich going to do with the fruit of the Gulthias tree?
Yeah, I know. My question was, because of that, our collective agreement that we have said before, I'm pretty sure, I'm misremembering, is to destroy the tree and not capture it because it lessens the chance of, it being stolen or revived to bing bong another, yeah.
Yeah, to make sure that Alexander doesn't lose control of it or something, yeah.
Yeah, so we kill it.
There's also the point of, what's Alexander gonna do with it? Is he gonna grow the fruit? What is he gonna fucking do with that fruit? I don't know. Berlin cares less about that, because, humans fucking around. Their own hubris will often handle it. It's fine. Ancient Lich that can sidestep the consequences of fucking around and finding out? Nah, that's dangerous.
Well, so are we all in agreement of maybe waiting a few months, collectivizing a plan after the Golthias tree? But I don't know if I will be able to come with you guys to do that. This was just supposed to be a vacation. I support you fully. Though, if you guys don't mind, I heard I want to speak with all of you after the annihilation of that tree.
All right.
But I don't want us to get sidestepped from this quest, quote unquote, already.
I say we get
Assignment.
rid of the tree and the bone claw.
I second that.
As much as I don't like people, I don't condone mass genocide of innocent people.
Yeah, it looks. Hey, Eowyn, is that the same bone claw?
The one I saw him in?
Yeah. Is it the same one as previous?
I can only assume so. If there's two, God's
No,
help
did
us.
It
Did he
did speak
sound-
to you as if it did speak to you as if it was familiar with you.
It also
Yeah,
gave
she's-
the
Yeah.
same name and had the same voice.
Yeah, that's why
Yeah.
it's like slightly sarcastic of if there's two, God's help us.
Yeah.
I'm not that much worried about the bone claw, but it will other than the lich itself. But yes. I'm not bringing my dog into this. I'm not bringing Pyro into this. Isn't that right, Pyro? Yes, father. In Draconic or something.
Remember,
know,
son,
Character speaks Draconic, by the way.
dying is
It can't speak yet.
They can't speak at all.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it can.
What languages can it understand? Any languages, or can it just?
I believe it mostly just understands Draconic.
Oh,
The language, the
You can-
master. It's
Yeah, it can probably be taught like to understand a different language.
yeah.
It's still like
It's
a
a
dog.
so right now it's only able to understand me and Joust.
Yeah, I
Or
get.
Ghost, sorry.
Kind of, yeah.
Okay.
Also, I find it funny that that you keep ripping on Payday for not being able to pronounce Skyripa, but you
But I keep
say
pronouncing-
Goust.
I know.
Oh, I thought you were doing that on purpose. Because you said like I'm gonna keep saying that when I said that's not how you say it.
At the start it was, but now I just can't keep I just keep saying it. Like at the start it was, but now it's just like a fucking habit, and I can't seem to break it.
Right, I'm gonna remove the U on my name.
No! We need it now.
No, it has to be there.
If your name was just Ghost, it'd be boring.
Yeah, I know way
I'm
too many people
fucking
named
edging.
Ghost. Alright, there's like 3 people in my Discord named Ghost. Okay.
All right, call me by my full government name. No, I'm not. No.
All right. Every time uses your full name.
God, my
It's
full name is
weird.
long as hell.
It's like fucking.
Alright.
There's like 2 middle names, 2 first names, 2 last names.
Anyways,
Alright.
so yes. Do you guys head out? I'm guessing.
Are we all in accordance? Or are we killing the bone claw
Yes.
and the tree, seeing what the lich does?
If the bone claw chooses to fight, then sure. But my main priority is the tree.
I'm implying that we instigate.
Okay.
I mean, is there any
If they're
chance
there at the same time, sure.
can we get some med shackles quickly? I mean, I feel like capturing it would be a lot easier than killing it.
I'm not sure if
Don't
shackles can
undead
hold it.
don't undead servants become insane or inanimate when it's not serving its master anymore?
They become free, and as creatures of undeath, they will annihilate all life they come into contact with.
Yeah, I don't think that's a good idea. We should just kill it. Plus, actually, a bone claw, from what I noticed, might be expensive. It's not like regular undead. But yes,
Does Berlin know what a
I
bone claw is? I think I actually failed that check.
I believe you did as well, yeah.
No idea.
but you know what? Yes.
I don't know
My
why Berlin knows Inferno. Why the fuck did I pick that?
I mean, I picked Draconic and then picked a Breath of the Dragon monk that speaks Draconic.
Yeah. I think I just chose it willy-nilly without thinking. Oh well. I mean, the devils do alchemy. Maybe he learned it to read a bunch of alchemical tomes that he got a hold of.
my
Anyways,
concern is that if we instigate a quote-unquote war now with them, with the Iroquois, he could target our families, since we're not going to be there for we're not going to be with them 24/7.
The problem is, what is he going to do with the fruit? We could be handing him the last thing he needs to wipe out a city.
He won't get the
That's
fruit.
In that city could house your family.
Okay.
No, he won't.
Alright then. What do we do if he wants the fruit bad enough to try again? Will he just stop? Oh, fair play. They destroyed the tree. I don't want the fruit that bad.
No. Yeah. Again, my basic communication skills thrown out the window because it's annoying me at this point.
Just talk slower. Just come up with your reply and then don't say it yet and think it over and then say it.
Yeah, we need to do slow though.
And
All right. Well, the danger came with the job, and I'm sure I could trust all of you to help me, or help Awen also, since she has a whole village.
I'm going to leave
Alright.
this up to all of you who have more stake in this. At this point, I've become powerful enough to leave this realm whenever I please.
I'm agreeing with Berlin on this. I think we should take care of the Moon Claw as well.
What's another threat?
He's just gonna make
I already
troubles later.
I already have a worldwide cult looking for my blood. Alright. I vote to kill the Bone Claw. There and then.
Awen, regardless of your vote, if you have any sort of argument to bring up, it could help sway things into your favor if you don't agree. Peter, you're muted.
If my wife was here, it would be a different answer. But
Sorry.
just saying.
I was eating pumpkin seeds and I didn't want to make noises.
If your wife was here, the answer would be, I'm sorry, guys, that sounds really dangerous. I have a daughter at home.
So Sorry, guys. I need to take a rain check on this one. You
Save the
know.
world later.
Sorry, guys. I can't. I can't go out for beers tonight. My wife is home.
Yeah.
My wife said I gotta stay inside and watch TV with her. Sorry,
Yeah.
guys. Can't save the world.
We gotta watch The Voice.
The
Sorry,
voice,
guys.
God.
Can't go out and kill a lich with you and potentially save the world. Gotta stay home and watch The Voice because my wife said so.
It's pizza night. We're making them by hand.
Yeah.
I make pizza by hand.
I
The
know,
lich
but the
is
idea
just
is like
sitting there.
it being a
Like,
forced.
oh, okay. I'll hold off a day or two. You know, just let me when you're ready.
We're talking about
Yes.
like your wife forcing you to do it as a weekly activity kind of deal.
I can just imagine his wife shows up as we're in the middle of the fight. She just snaps her fingers, forces us all to sit on a couch.
Berlin, how the fuck did I get here? I don't listen to women when they're rude to me.
The bone claw is just sitting there like, what the fuck? How did I get here also?
Well, like the thing was, she wasn't rude. She was like actually just so incredibly polite that he was caught off guard.
Now here's the thing, that would work if she was polite.
The bone claw is
Yes,
sitting there
very.
like, what the hell?
Samantha Goldman is a very polite woman.
Being polite to Berlin will get you very far.
But yes, Awen.
Say the lie.
Like she's looking
Yeah.
like, yeah.
We're all staring at you.
Does Awen have any like thoughts about like what to do with the bone claw and the lich and stuff like that?
Everyone's choosing violence. What do you want to do?
Honestly,
Violence?
violence is the only thing I'm really good at when it comes to this. Plus, I really have no idea what else to do.
Yay, violence.
Talking won't. I don't feel like talking will get us anywhere. Because we're going to make an enemy no matter what we seem to do. Someone's going to get upset. Plus, you know, I kind of like the world, you know, alive and living.
Oh, also an interesting... This may throw a wrench into everything, but just something interesting that occurred to me. I'm not entirely sure if the tree requires living blood, or... I may have the ability to make the fruit grow instantly. Or
Would you like to?
without further sacrifices.
Still, we're not giving it to them.
No, that's
That's
fair.
interesting.
If the problem was how do we get at the fruit without killing anyone, this would have solved itself. The problem is the fruit is dangerous for it to have.
I think we know yeah, okay. I think we know like last time he was gathering like a crystal dragon's heart, and now okay, yeah. What are crystals that this lich has been gathering?
Yes. To be fair, many magical constructs are crystalline. It appears to be one of the natural forms.
Okay, well, 8 people, the creatures. Who else are we bringing? Do we? If we walk there, we might be ambushed by further blights. But if we teleport, then the worst possible case would probably be we teleport a bit distant from it, and my spell slots would be lessened. That's it.
I could take one person with me into the ethereal plane. That's about it.
I can always just fly away.
Sure. All right. Well, are we ready?
Oh, never mind.
Pull out them.
Correction, I could take up to 4 people with me.
Oh, cool. That's
In-
everybody.
Oh no, 4 people total, not with me.
Well, there's only 4 people joining, unless you
Yeah.
have somebody else who wants to tag along.
The BBEG DM is not a player.
Yeah.
Oh, shocked. We can't bring the DM?
Actually, does Berlin know he can take 4 people, actually? Because he's a sorcerer and he just got that level of power.
He might have been working towards it, so he might have an inkling, but he probably wouldn't know outright unless he actually, did the thing.
I'm gonna say he doesn't know because it was the battle, it was the battle being so attrition based and the fight he had the day before and everything pushed him over the edge without him noticing. Because sorceress magic is a feat of willpower.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's doing some Yu Yu Hakusho shit here. He doesn't know that his spirit gun can blow a building into pieces yet. The next time
Sounds good.
Yeah, the next Crimson Tide
Yeah.
casting is going to be funny.
I know what Colin's 8th level things can do, but the details will just be fuck around and find out thing.
Yeah. It's mostly due to the spell I chose and just what he's gotten. I think this is more.
Unless you're like copying off of like a wizard's casting, then sure.
I'm thinking it's due to what I chose and what he actually got. Berlin doesn't know, so never mind.
Fair enough, yeah.
Alright.
Alright.
Should we
Yeah,
do the
okay.
funnies?
So, are you heading out on foot? Are you teleporting? What do?
I vote to teleport. Let's teleport.
I say we should hold off for a bit and do more preparations, but yes, we should teleport once we are ready. Which is a fancy way of saying,
fine,
let us
but,
take...
we do get a problem. What if we teleport there, and let's just say as soon as we teleport, one of us gets separated from the rest. What happens then?
What happens then?
I think the only one here who could be separated from everyone else that would actually be a problem is Colin.
I vote to scout. Actually.
Well, I was simply referring to myself and Sky Reaper have flight, so we could find the others quickly. I've seen Awen fend for herself rather effectively. But I think you might get lost.
I mean, we can always scout it out beforehand too,
Yes.
to let us know what we're working with before we teleport in.
If we... Yes, we should.
I mean, I am good at stealth, and I can see in the dark.
Awen, does your what is it, vision work as like clairvoyance, the spell, or does it just happen?
It just happened because the creature was there. I mean, I could try calling out for it, but I didn't mention the creature because she didn't mention what it said its name was or what it was. She just now telling you it. The creature inferred that it was me, so I don't know what to do with that information.
That's not my question, but okay.
Well, I didn't see anything else. I don't know how to get in contact with me. Because I'm assuming the question was like, can you see premonition or any of that? Like, I don't know. I can't just call me to ask.
I love that Awen's misconstrued what it says, what it said.
Yeah. Anyway.
So it said it was her.
Yeah. Yeah. Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, well, it did say it was her.
Yeah.
So she's like, well, I mean, I'm me, and I don't know how else to call me, so I don't know what you want from me.
Yeah. Not a problem.
So freaking making me miss, you're making me gaslight, but you're gaslighting the fuck out of me now.
I actually... Do you want me to go ahead and tell you, or do you want to figure it out?
No, tell me, because my
Okay.
brain's not gonna work.
I think it was implying that it's a part of you, not that it is you. Like it came from inside you.
Well, to be fair,
I'm saying...
still the same thing. How do I contact that part of
Yeah.
me? So yeah, I can't contact me. Still valid.
I thought you were doing it on purpose. I was thinking, like, that is perfect Awen roleplay, that she thinks it's saying that it is her, and not that it came from
Freaky.
her.
Oh, freaky. It is perfect roleplay because it's still me. Awen, the way I play Awen is Payday doesn't know shit about D&D sometimes.
Payday.
Perfect.
Payday. The answer is simple. Yes, that's what I was thinking all along.
That's what you've been doing.
Yes, freaky. I've been roleplaying as me.
I meant with the Awen taking it that way, but
Wait,
Anyways.
they are different people?
Alright.
I thought she was just roleplaying
Anyway.
herself this whole time.
Yeah.
so
Anyway.
do we want to scout, and how do we want to scout?
We should travel there then if we want to scout. So probably on foot, right? Is the best to make less noise. Also, Berlin, if there are preparations, what kind of preparations? Like is the scouting the preparation, or do we need materials?
I was thinking, do we want to prepare any spells? I could arrange a blessing that would last 24 hours. I was hoping I could fill my stones some more. If anyone else has anything they want to do, prepare special weapons or anything of that nature, we have all day to do this. We just sort of woke up and ate breakfast, and now we're here.
I actually would try to do some. I would actually want to do something. There's this. I don't know how to explain it, but I want to attempt. So, I know that phoenixes can resurrect themselves after they die. There's something I might be able to do to recreate that effect. Somewhat, like how wizards can. Wizards have the clone spell. I don't know how that will work. I'll need some things to check it out. If that's if we do have the time.
You could make an attempt. I know a little bit about this. Much of what you all have seen me do is a result of tampering with my natural abilities.
Yeah. I just got inspired by that. I don't know.
I don't know if we have enough
I don't know
time,
if
but I have notes on the subject.
All right. Well, you all. I think yes. One whole day to prepare, and I think after that we should walk on foot to scout.
Oh, I meant
Just
just taking 2 or 3 hours to prepare than setting out.
Well, you see, if we wait until darkness, then I can just fly over there quickly and just stealthily,
I think it's a 3-day journey, my guy.
Yes, I was thinking we teleport over, perhaps somewhere nearby, and then...
go by foot from there.
Yes, maybe set out an hour or 2 away.
You said a whole day. I was like, okay.
I know, but Berlin could Heroes Feast the party in like an hour. In like 10 minutes, I mean.
Yeah.
Or no,
Alright, let
in
me
an
check
hour and
my
10
let me
minutes.
check my prep spells. Let's see. Burning hands. But yeah. Okay. Then in that case, yeah. Okay. We've been okay. Prepping buff spells basically for a bit, and then teleporting near that area, and then scout from there. Because I don't know if like night is gonna help, because do they have dark vision? Brilliant.
Don't some of them have blind sight, William?
They all have blind sight.
They all
All
can...
right, because they're fucking
Yeah.
plants.
Yes. Yeah, I hate how fucking freely 5e hands out blind sight.
Okie dokie. Oh, maybe it's like, I don't know, roots or some shit. But
I don't know what it
but the
is.
tremor sense. But sure. Okay, yeah, that set up spells and then we teleport near is what we're doing, William.
This would be under a description, basically. So I will roll a d100.
Yeah.
Isn't it from? Oh yeah, it is a map. What spells are you casting, Tricky?
Berlin can do Heroes Feast, more or less.
I forgot what that does.
You'll see.
Oh. You're familiar, seen casually, viewed once. Yeah, description. Description is. Ooh. What was that? What was that? Inhale, William.
Let's see. I'm just reading.
Mm-hmm.
I have this.
You know, if it was a 74 out of 100, you wouldn't be reading that one, William.
I don't know. Could be doing anything.
I don't know.
He could have finished reading already and was just kind of sitting around making us wait to throw us off the scent.
Yes. Would you please roll me a d100 as well?
Okay. Should I do this in public? Wait.
Yeah. Go ahead. I've already rolled like what happens. This is just to what extent it happens.
Okay. 82 tree blights, gamers.
No, that's Isha's roll against the pregnancy.
Okay.
Yeah. So, you guys will hold hands as Colin casts his spell.
Oh, are we doing this now? Because I was gonna cast the everything.
Yeah, hero feast first.
Yeah, I had assumed you had already done so.
Oh, okay. I had a whole like thing ready.
Go ahead.
Okay. All right. Are we receiving the blessing?
What blessing? Yes.
I
want a blessing.
may issue a blessing to up to 12 people. Berlin is
Very
actually
specific.
going to invite the rest of the... Basically everyone who fought in the battle yesterday is invited, which I don't know how many people that is total.
Shiver, shiver.
Almost 80. I'm kidding. About probably around like 14 or so.
Mhm. Basically everyone who is in our front, so it'd be the party, Isha,
Okay.
and
Yeah.
I think one of the monks?
Anera, Shiver, and yeah, basically like a few of the monks, yeah.
Our entire line has been invited. They don't have to show up if they don't want to. But
They'll show up. They're kind of interested in hearing what like you're doing.
all right. We're all gathered here today to receive a blessing from Mensch. Everyone who wishes to partake of the blessing, it will shield you against fear, against injury, against toxin and disease. It will bolster your body. This will last for 24 hours. The receiving of the blessing is difficult. For an hour you will find yourselves unwell while it takes effect. It's the best way to put it. Oh no! So, let me get my I'm marking off some material components. Everyone who would like to partake of it, please step forward.
I'll step forward.
Yeah, basically all the NPCs will as well. They're kind of interested in what's going on.
Alright.
I'm very interested in it.
Alright.
Wanna
Ah,
find out-
peasant. Peasant culture, yes. Yeah, I'll step forward.
Berlin, or, does Awen step forward? Pene?
Indeed.
Alright. Berlin reaches into his bag, where he pulls out a goblet. Just a very nice cup. It appears to be carved from diamond. From just a very large, rough, somewhat impure, somewhat pure in other areas diamond. Just the whole damn thing. It has sort of lines of non-crystalline, almost I guess coal is what it would be. Or just carbon that hadn't crystallized in with the rock and the diamond itself. And he places it, I guess we're in the inn right now, on the table.
If you want to be.
We are,
You guys were staying at the mayor's house, if you remember.
we are in the mayor's house, in his feast hall, in his dining room. Yes, the feast hall. No, in his dining room. As Berlin places this goblet on the table. He is then going to take his blood orb off of his neck. He's going to hold it over it. And he's going to begin a series of hand signs and a chant as he invokes Communion of the Red God.
Sounds good.
As he does this chant and the signs, just a small... It begins... The stone begins to glow. And then glow more. And then very brightly until it is just an orb of light inside of its little golden cage that he's placed it in for the necklace. And then, from the light, drip, 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 and then a very thin, steady stream of the same red light that the gem has become, almost as if liquid, begins to pour into the goblet. After 10 minutes, the stream stops, and the goblet is full. Berlin takes the gem back and puts it back over. Each of you are to take a drink from the goblet. Drink it in its entirety. It will refill, and then hand it to the next person. Understood? Alright.
What does it smell like?
It smells like blood.
Amazing. Does it taste like blood?
You're gonna fucking find out.
I don't know. I'll let you know.
So it smells like copper.
I'll
it's-
step up and I will take a drink of it.
Berlin, who was about to drink from it himself first, a volunteer. Go on.
Always. I'll grab it out of Berlin's hands. Not like a grab.
Yeah.
Just
Like
slightly
he's holding it with like 3 fingers gingerly towards you for you to take.
I'm gonna grab it like a barbarian, you know, full-handed around it, no etiquette,
Yeah, that's fine.
and just
Do you think Berlin comes
take a
from a
quick
place of
drink of
etiquette?
it. Now, what does it taste?
It-
Berlin, what does this taste like off the table?
Oh, are you asking Freaky what it tastes like, or did you stop to ask
Yeah.
Berlin what is this going to taste
Freaky.
like? Oh, it tastes like straight blood. It tastes like a mouthful of blood.
Like blood.
It,
Like, isn't it like insect blood? I'm pretty sure.
Ichor is, yeah,
Nope.
life energy.
it straight up tastes like this is like liquid red light in this cup. Like, it doesn't look like blood, it looks like liquid light. But it smells and it tastes like blood, like human blood.
All right. I'm gonna drink it, and I'm gonna turn the colon and
The moment you swallow, your entire body is tingling and shifting. You are dizzy. Everything just goes haywire in you. You feel on edge. You feel like you're gonna pass out. You feel tensed up, and you feel like you're floating away at the same time.
oh god.
Yeah, it's like you are incredibly high and having a panic attack at the same time.
And you're passing it.
I'm gonna hold the gauntlet out and just hope somebody takes it,
Berlin will take it back.
and I'm just gonna sit down and muster all the might I can to look at Colin and just say the spiteful words of, yes, it does taste like blood.
That feeling will pass after an hour, and then you'll feel better than you ever have before. Berlin looks into the goblet, which is probably completely refilled itself by now. And then he's just going to down it. And he'll hand it off to Colin, who I assume has walked up.
This has no long-term effect, right?
We'll find out. I've never done the communion myself. His eyes
What I
are,
know,
like,
but-
unfocusing as he's saying this and handing it off to you, and his hand's getting a little wobbly. He's
More
swaying.
strong willpower. Alright, grabs it. Just sip. It's fine.
Tastes like straight up blood, like you just got punched in the teeth. Tastes like
That's
you haven't been-
intelligence.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, it tastes like blood, and your entire system wigs out when you swallow it. Or did you have did you have just a sip, or do you drink the whole thing?
Just a sip first.
No effect.
But
Tastes like blood,
Yeah.
but no effect.
do I have to drink everything?
Berlin did say drink the entire goblet.
Okay. He downs it.
Yep.
It's fine. He's fine.
Yeah, you're fine. You're fine. Oh, you're fine. You're fine. Why is the room
Man,
spinning?
these edibles ain't shit.
Exactly what has happened to you.
Well, that and it did a number on my stomach feeling.
Your stomach feels fine, actually. Like rock solid.
Oh, okay. Oh, then in that case, then he won't throw up.
Yeah.
Because, you know,
Better hope.
wooziness is fine, but stomach is a...
Like, this is a sort of... The room is spinning, and you're tensed up, but you're also kind of floaty. So, like, as the room spins, it feels like you're almost a full second behind the room's movements. And you also feel really tense and anxious, like you're having a panic attack at the same time.
We're not chill. I didn't... all that? Jesus.
Yeah, it's like your entire system goes haywire when you swallow this.
I'm just gonna go silent. You pass it.
Yeah, Berlin's just like puts out the arm and takes it. Who's next?
Haven reaches her hand out.
Full Yukiko sway, hands it to Awen.
looks at it, takes another sigh,
Liquid light.
and then, well, I'm not gonna say chug, but basically chug
Yeah, it's
all
got,
down in one go.
yeah, there's like 2 mouthfuls worth. That's how big the goblet is.
Yeah, it's that whole one. You know, you hear that one gulp,
Yep.
that slight breath in, the second gulp.
Yeah, it is body temperature warm.
Yeah, but that's not the thing that matters. The thing
Yeah.
that matters like that whole, like after you with the tasty drink, but in this case, not tasty, more like ah.
Yep.
As she holds out the goblet, kind of already closing her eyes, trying to make the dizzy go away.
Yep. That makes it worse when you close your eyes. It gets so much
She doesn't
worse.
know that.
No,
Not
I'm
until
saying.
she closed her eyes.
I know. I'm saying when she does it, it gets so much worse.
As you see her like there for a second, it's like close her eyes. No, that's worse. That's worse.
Next, Berlin's like braced himself up against the table. He's already sitting down.
Just getting drunk.
The various NPCs will do so. You'll note that Isha does have like hesitates like the most because like she's a necromancer, but you know she usually doesn't get anything in her mouth.
Mm-hmm.
You'll note that Shiver, he seems to try and go for seconds.
Don't. You'll waste it. I mean, how many people
As
are
a-
there total?
If it's just the people that were with you on the front line, it would be the 4 of you, the 3. It's about 9 total.
Okay. Well, Shiver might get lucky when everyone's done. Go on.
Unless of course you want to invite like the rest of like both groups, in which case, yeah,
Nah.
it would be.
Nah,
It would use up all of them.
he's just inviting our line. This is our front.
Okay.
He's inviting specifically the people that fought alongside him,
Okay.
or sat in a
So-
chair sipping tea alongside him.
So yeah, 9 total.
Yeah.
As yeah,
Julian, I texted you about a little thing. I'm just curious. Is there a range on?
let me look. I
not-
did see you.
Yeah, I'm not seeing one.
For what?
Hang on. Let me just look at it. Hang on. Still loading. Okay.
I mean, it doesn't say anything about a range. It just says same plane.
That is correct.
So
It would be the same plane.
Yep.
okay,
Yeah, same plane.
well, that's some useful information to know.
Yeah, a lot of things in D&D are crazy because you could be like, yeah, I would like to contact somebody in the freaking Andromeda galaxy. Same plane.
This, huh?
Yeah. It's crazy.
It's quite useful for me, at least.
By the way, Freaky,
Yeah.
remember my gotcha game you were just looking at?
Yeah.
I just finished a plot point where we had to go into these towers called Twin Towers because they're about twin ballet sisters.
Right.
And we had to stop a flying aircraft from crashing into them.
Right. Why are you playing
I'm not kidding. For realsies.
Why are you playing the Coomer Gotcha game while we're D&Ding?
I'm not playing it now. I meant earlier.
Oh.
That
I
was
mean,
a plot point.
I mean, I was technically playing Overwatch earlier.
Are we doing it during session, fucker?
No?
Mm.
There's a thing called before the game.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah. So that was a plot point earlier. I stopped the blimp from crashing into the literal named Twin Towers.
Yeah.
Seems fun.
It's back in
It was.
2001. We can make references and shit about it now, yeah.
I just find it so funny.
Yeah. It's time, guys.
And I got to
Hey.
fangirl during it, during the awkward parts.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Yes, if everyone makes it through, Shiver gets the mug again. But, go on, as you were saying.
yeah, basically everyone will do so. One of the monk that was like nearby, like nearest you will like decline your so kind offer.
Your funeral. Yes, I mean, Shiver's got 4 more charges he can go ahead and have, I guess.
Yeah.
That technically they're wasted, but I guess his 2D... He has 4 rolls of his 2D10 and can stop drinking if he likes the last roll, I don't know. Or no, it doesn't... No, it's during the hours, so he is just wasting them. Never mind. So, yeah, you guys, just everyone high as fuck for an hour. You're somewhere between drunk, panicked, and having an out-of-body experience. And it begins to fade. And you start to feel normal again. And then you start to feel better than normal. And then you start feeling a lot better than normal. Everyone roll 2d10. And add that to your max HP for 24 hours.
I like to think that during that out-of-body part, she believed she turned into the fuzzy thing.
My hands! They're scarfing!
It's happening!
So, for the next...
Oh, look at that. Double 4s.
Yay! For the next 24 hours... You are cured of all diseases, and poison, just outright right now. You are immune...
Hey, my flu is gone.
Yep. You are immune to poison, and you cannot be frightened. You make all wisdom saves with advantage. You gain 2d10 hit points to your maximum. And you regain HP equal to those hit points, so you are currently up however many that was worth.
I love how I did all that just for 4.
Unfortunate. Berlin.
Always
Her trip was so bad, she only got fucking 8 back.
It was kind of fun. The trip was kind of fun.
Not thinking you're turning into a fuzzy fucking whatever the fuck it was.
Yeah.
E?
E. Oh, I need to...
Yay!
Yay! God, I hope we're teleporting, because I know we were talking about walking, but... Got 24 hours, lads.
Yeah, we're teleporting. Oh, after an hour, though.
Yeah.
So, the 2d10 is the extra points we got for the 24 hours?
Yeah, that's your bonus to your max HP.
Okay.
I have no idea if that stacks with aid, so I'm not going to try.
Okay, just double checking.
Max HP. Okay. Well, alright. Do your thing, William. What happened?
Okay.
Well, for now... Oh, okay, go ahead. Because weren't we also taking time to, do other stuff? Because I was also gonna sacrifice some HP and then short rest. I could do that in the background while William describes, if you'd like.
Alright, you all feel, as Colin's magic, like, there's a fire forming in the middle, which gets bigger and bigger and bigger. as it spreads out beneath you guys like a disc, like a sheet of fire underneath you. As you look down, and you will note that the flame is orange and red, even though it potentially maybe should be like a blue or excuse me, or something
Where are we
even
in the
warmer.
world map?
Don't worry about it.
You guys are right here, by the way. Oh, whoops. There. You guys are right there. As the flames engulf you higher and higher, it is painful, but not the agony that fire should be. As instead, as I have rolled a 47, a similar area somewhere on the plane, on the same plane.
Oh,
That's
dear.
crazy. That's fucking crazy. That's crazy.
As you will teleport.
Oh.
You know,
And-
I asked you about that. The thing I sent you, William. I should have just used it now.
And instead of anywhere near where you want to go. Sorry.
What's in a similar area to that?
That would just mean a generally similar environment, which could be on the other side of the fucking planet.
You will
wonderful.
find yourself. Ash, stop smacking me in the face with your tail.
We find ourselves in Ash. We died, boys. Time for new characters.
We're fleas.
Well, didn't know you were alone, Star Reaper. Well,
Honey, I shocked the party.
Ash, please move.
Berlin is literally a flea.
As you will find yourselves in a very instead of where you think you should be, a forest with filled with rotten and burnt out looking trees, a location that looks like it should be a blasted heath.
Oh no.
You will find yourselves instead
In a misty location, looks like a blasted heat.
Yeah, I was gonna
Let it be
say.
across the world or something.
No, it's probably in the Lich's domain, because that's where the
Entirely
dead
possible.
trees are.
you will find yourselves down here.
Okay.
That's concerning.
Why is that there?
You will smell the scent of smoke. It appears that the eucalyptus that was here went off. The eucalyptus trees that were around the area went off. And fun fact, eucalyptus oil both spontaneously combusts and burns like napalm.
Ooh.
Oh.
As you find yourself in the aftermath of what once was a very beautiful forest, but which has since not entirely, but very, very notably burned.
I'm significantly less worried than I was, at least. Because I was like, oh no, there's another Gothias tree in the same continent.
You will probably pretty easily be able to notice, like, where the sun is. Huh. We were on the western side of the mountains. Now we're to the south. That's not right.
Hey guys, I don't think this is the right area.
You know, I don't think it is either.
Instead of blood, it smells like smoke.
I could
Or
here. I'm gonna do something.
Who all is with us? Is it just the party?
Yep,
This is
just
a
the party.
Got it.
Berlin stabs Ghost.
It just goes? Okay.
Yep, stabs Ghost. Ghost.
What?
Does a 14 hit you, Ghost, Ira? What's your dex?
I'm very dexterous.
Yeah. Are you superhuman dexterous? Not. Okay, cool. Just gonna... Yeah,
I think
there
I'm
we
I might be a monk, I don't know.
go.
Let me just
What's that? I can fight real well.
I'd put your wisdom
Amazing.
score kind of low.
does a 21 hit you?
Okay. Alright. Colin says, okay, here's a plan. I could teleport us back and then I could do it again, but we can't really go back as safely.
Alternative. I can attempt to transport us to the ethereal plane. I'd have to give each of you a crash course into how to ethereal travel, though.
Sure.
You know what? Sure.
I am desperate at this point, so yes.
And we're pretty lucky that the foliage around here has burned down, so it won't be a wall that we have to deal with.
I did not mean to roll Constitution, but yeah.
Do keep in mind, once we get there, it'll be difficult to move. We can go over the canopy to get close. But if we go below the canopy, we're going to be having a lot more trouble. We won't be able to move through the ground to the root system, and we'll have to evade the trees as we normally would. We will be able to push through the leaves, but it will be difficult. A lot more difficult than pushing through leaves normally is. Basically, a dense forest or a jungle may as well be a wall on the ethereal plane.
Do we know where we are on the map?
No, you do not.
Luckily, we'll be able to make our way back to the village pretty easily, because we've been there before. We'll lock hands, and I'll drag us into the deep ethereal. And then from there, I'll imagine the village. And that'll bring us back to the border ethereal at the village. Once we are there, we're going to have to, I guess, fly upward, It's going to be a bit slower going, more or less. We'll have to traverse on the border ethereal. So, it would be like flying, but we'll be able to extrapolate some distance. So, once we're in the air, I guess we'll go back to the deep ethereal. We'll see what we can do to... So, I may have to do it multiple times. We won't be able to see much farther than 30 feet ahead of us. If it was somewhere I'd been to before, somewhere I could at least see in the distance, if we'd flown up and spotted the general area beforehand, it would have been a lot easier. That's what we would have done if we had done this from the start. But with the mountains in the way, it's not going to be a very good option anymore. I can get us back to the village, is the best way to put it. We might have to just try again. I don't see us getting there in any feasible amount of time from this position.
What if we do the ethereal thing as a going back plan instead of the... What I'm saying is teleport to the Guthias plane again,
and then go back to the village once we're done. Or if I misdirect us again, just go back to the village in general with your etherealness.
That's an option. I'm trying to think of how to get us to the tree as fast as possible from this position.
No, I'm saying I use teleport again because I have another one. I was just saving that for like we should go back, but since you have your etherealness and can definitely go back to the village, and you're just not sure to if you can do that to go to the Galthias tree itself. You know what I mean?
If it is a place that I've been to before that I can picture clearly in my mind, I can get there from any point on any plane that borders the ethereal plane, yes.
Yes. So I'm saying is our go to their plan is my teleportation, and our go back plan is your etherealness. So I don't have to save this teleportation spell.
Yes, that will work.
Yes. Okie dokie. Let's try that again. William, do the funny.
Perhaps if you picture a Galthias tree. Magic tends to be lazy, so perhaps it'll dump us to the nearest one.
So I'd here. He'll sort of there's a swirling fire circle around us again, and close his eyes. He'll the fire begins to again so there's this like flame pillar around us.
Yeah.
And it closes into the center as we all turn to ash and fly, and there's a like sort of phoenix flying to the sky with rapid speed.
Oh, I thought we were Dark Souls teleporting, okay. We were Lord Vesseling.
That's how I've always teleported, remember? When I appeared at the village, there's a puff of smoke and ash.
No, but you're saying there's a phoenix flying at high speed? So we're actually physically transporting?
No, okay. It's just a fly. Yeah.
It's basically there's I think.
It's not actually traveling to that location. It's like flying up to the sky and then disappearing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I was just trying to figure out, are we Lord Vesseling or riding the Phoenix? Moving on.
Nah.
So, fun fact.
Here we go.
With a miss, when you roll a mishap, you re-roll, and you can do multiple mishaps in a row. And
that's crazy.
Oh no.
So the good news is that you guys will make it. Now that Ghost is thinking, or now that Colin is thinking about like going to a Galthias tree instead of like, just a location nearby with like blights and stuff like that. He seems to be more, focused.
Underdark time? Force damage in Underdark time?
The bad news is that as you guys wind up about 100 feet in front of the Galthias tree, you will each take 45 force damage.
There it is, baby!
Oh my god!
We were shunted into the wall.
Now you all feel Awyn's pain when she does it on the normal.
Thank God for that max HP.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. Oh, I'm sorry, gamers.
As 43 force damage.
Oh, wonderful.
Or, I'm sorry, 45 force damage.
Yep.
As I rolled a 43 and a 38 and an 85.
Hey, at least we weren't 4,000 feet down, so we end up in the fucking Underdark.
Yep, it says, I rolled the 85, so you are on target.
Oh.
Wait, what the force? What did we click
Yeah,
into?
When you roll a mishap, it doesn't actually affect the
Ah.
teleportation. It just the spell hurts you, and then you re-roll on the table to see what actually like similar area off target or on target. If you roll
That's-
mishap again, then you again like re-roll to see. So I re-rolled a mishap twice, which is where you took the damage,
What
and then I rolled on target.
Damn. So that could have kept going.
Is this
Yeah.
2024 rules or something? Because I remember it being
No, no.
teleports you into a
Uh,
space occupied and then you shunt.
Mishap. The spell's unpredictable magic results in a difficult journey. Each teleporting creature or the target object takes 3d10 force damage, and the DM re-rolls on the table to see where you wind up. Multiple mishaps can occur, dealing damage each time.
Okay.
Oh.
2014. Mamma mia.
Nope, that is 5th edition, not 2014.
Oh, 2014 is 5th edition.
Oh, 2014, yeah. I thought
Hey.
I'm so used to 2024, but yeah. Anyway,
Okay.
as
Maybe I'm
Yeah.
thinking older editions or something. I don't fucking know. Moving on.
you all will be will burst into being. Excuse me. In a place that looks like a blasted heath, the same as previously, but this time it looks rot. Like each of the plants around you looks, instead of burned, they look slimy, like they've been under and submerged in a swamp for a long time. There is no wind whatsoever at this point, right here and now, as the entire place seems to have been cleared of any vegetation, shrubs, trees, grass, bamboo, anything, with out from a range of of about 300 feet radius surrounding a tree. Berlin,
Yeah.
you saw like the tree of Golthias in your in
In Barovia.
Barovia, yes. It was larger than most trees you've seen, but the tree of Heaven Blight was larger even than the Golthias tree
Mm-hmm.
and Barovia. This tree seems to be even larger than the tree of heaven. I'm not sure how many of you would know. Actually, Skyripa,
Yes.
you would know what this kind of tree is. It is a fir tree. FIR.
Oh, he'd know. We're gonna know that one.
Ah, yes.
They're common.
They are very tall trees,
Yes, they are.
And
I do
so-
know this.
and so is this one. As this Golthias tree seems to be about 230-ish feet tall.
It's a
You
big
see-
fucking tree.
You see that the area around it has been cleared to about 300 feet, and
Useful.
you note that there is what was probably at one point very plush carpet surrounding this tree. Very, like various ornamentations. A shrine seems to have been built into built next to the base, not into the base. You see various corpses, all completely exsanguinated, surrounding the tree. But they're not just piled or thrown haphazardly. It seems to be ordered, structured, ritualistic, alchemical, some might say.
Mm.
At the base of the tree, there are a pair of needle blights dressed in two large clothing, two large of like robes, priestly robes.
Wait, hold on.
Uh,
Oh, that is a good thing. They're dressed.
Oversized
Yes.
robes.
yes, priestly robes. What Berlin would be able to see, like, judging by like the cut and the ornamentation, it's not a religion that he recognizes, like any kind of uniform. But
Yeah.
like in most religions, like the amount of ornamentation on them would be like rather high ranking.
Yeah. They got that like gold thread and shit going on.
Gold-ish,
Oh dear.
Oh.
as
All black and
as
red.
yeah. As you see around it is also is about maybe 5 or 6 twig blights, all like they seem to be on what would pass for their knees, and they have like their hands up in the air and they are repeatedly like bowing to it, like
Oh god.
like you see in cartoons.
It's reminding me of
Literally like we are
Nier-
worms.
It's reminding me of like in Nier Automata, where you walk in and all the robots are bowing down to like another machine.
Yeah. There seems to be on the altar are offerings. Most of them gruesome in some way. Or like various bits and pieces of bodies. You see like a desiccated human head. You see like a couple of bull corpses. Off about 50-ish feet to the right is a small trestle table, at which the bone claw is sitting. He seems to be he has his hands simply clasped on the table, where he was walking. Yes, where he had been watching, what looked to be a partially rotted elf woman's body, which she was playing playing some sort of large stringed instrument, of which many of you might recognize it as a cello. At the base of the tree, where Awen saw, is oh, by the way, I had actually forgotten to say something earlier to Skyripa, but I'll tell you after this description.
Oh, okay.
You see the Dryad. She is curled up in the fetal position at the base of a tree, which seems to have in a little hollow, which seems to be almost made for almost as if it was made for this Dryad. Almost as if the tree itself had shifted and moved to accommodate things. No. Colin. You used some of the most powerful magics that you had. I'm guessing you used your 7th and 8th level spell slots?
Yeah.
And as you land 100 feet away from the Gulthias tree,
Be a magic.
you do not see the Gulthias tree. Your vision is taken up entirely by fire. Fire that only you can see. As you feel this burning sensation in your chest. It is getting stronger and stronger. You have felt the urge to burn things since you were a child, and normally you've been able to at least somewhat, like, once you learn self-control, you've been able to, like, either somewhat ignore the thoughts in your head and, you know, indulge sometimes. But the last several days, like at Awen's village, burning the trees, burning, like, helping to hatch your egg with your fire magic, burn the various bodies of the creatures. You've been getting to indulge a lot more than you normally do. And that urge has been somewhat slaked, but also not very much. As the more you do it, the more you want it. And you feel that supercharged here. You feel the urge to burn. The urge to burn not just this tree, but everything around it. Everything around it. I would like you to roll a wisdom save, or a charisma saving throw, please.
Okay, I thought it was a wisdom. I would do that with advantage, but no.
Hey.
20.
You are able to, like, keep hold of yourself, more or less, as there is an instinct deep within you screaming, burn. Burn the tree, burn the ground, burn your friends, burn yourself. Everything must burn. The old must burn so the new can be placed. Fire is not controlled. Fire is not, it can only be harnessed, directed, fought. And as you look, you note that that the fire seems to be, the fire in your vision seems to be parting, but you still don't see the tree. Instead, you see the inside of a mountain. No, you don't. You see the inside of a volcano, where there is a scene playing out in front of you.
Oh, I know what's
You will
happening.
You will see a woman that you've seen before. Never in person, though, but in images. She's
Okay.
Bianevrod, the dwarf fire cult leader. There are several elementals standing behind her, and what looks to be a knight. His armor burnt black, the sword through his chest. He's standing behind her as if to guard. Across from her is a floating skull. It has gemstones in the eye sockets.
Oh!
And several other undead behind it. They are not looking at each other. Instead, they are looking at the creature that is emerging from the lava. A massive dragon made from magma. They seem to be speaking. They seem to be speaking to it. And at first, the dragon, the pyroclastic dragon, seems to be amused by what is going on. By the two creatures speaking to it. But then Bianevrod seems to say something, which the dragon doesn't seem to like very well. As it seems to speak to her again, like rearing itself up to its full size. To which Bianevrod seems to say something, causing the pyroclastic dragon, to shake. No, not to shake. To tremble. but very clearly not in fear. No, in rage. As you see the dragon spread its wings, all the orange and red parts of its body light up white as you see it rear its head back and roar. As far, far away from all of you, at the Jacune Islands, the world's largest volcano erupts.
Oh. Oh.
And that is where we will end this session.
Bro.
Is that
Oh,
supposed to
joy.
happen when I cast an 8th level spell?
No, just you getting a bit more in tune with your abilities and magics and things like that. Just
Yeah. If you guys don't know, the Phoenix is one of the Elder Elementals.
POV, Colin finally gets schizophrenic and just starts blowing shit up.
Maybe it was him. Maybe it was him all along. I don't know.
Maybe it was
What did you
maybe
want?
the journey was the friends he thought he made along the way.
None of us
If-
are real. It's just been a journey of Colin.
if
by
you're
himself.
saying anything, you're muted, Freaky, by the way.
The real friends, or the real journey was the friends I burned along the way.
Yeah, I don't know. I did burn someone's my friend's house in the first
yeah,
part
he's
of the
no
journey.
longer in this campaign for it either.
Yeah, Solo. The character and the player himself is no longer here after circumstances.
What do you
So-
mean by that?
Keep
Oh, don't
that
worry.
in mind. That seat you're replacing, it used to belong to someone. I'm just
That's
saying.
What do you mean? What do you mean by that? Did you
Wait,
kill
go,
somebody?
that's a different seat he's replacing. There's 2 seats that were emptied.
Wait, hold on. Whose
Oh,
seat
yeah.
am I replacing?
Don't worry about it. Just don't do what they did, and you'll still
What did they
be there.
do?
Don't worry
What did
about
they-
it.
Bro, just think of it as your lore, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. My lore.
I'm
Oh,
do-
hold on.
Yeah,
What?
your journey is figuring out what you did.
Barney, it's all character development. Don't worry about it.
You know, I think there's a different party calling the name. You know?
I don't know
Um,
what you mean. You can't
Nah.
escape that easily.
Nah.
I think Shiver.
Nah, you already
I
signed
think-
you already signed
I
an
think
infernal
Shiver-
contract when you decided to be friends with
I think-
Freaky.
I think
You're
Shiver
good.
needs me. You know, I think Shiver needs me.
Shiver.
No. You're
think
too
Shiver-
late.
I think Shiver needs me now. I think I need to go, guys.
No, we
Alright.
come to an agreement.
No, you've already heard our 9/11 humor. You can't go anywhere now.
It's too late
Dial.
now.
What did you want to say to Solo, William? With the funny?
Oh yes. Yeah, like in the morning, Alexander would have told you, if you kill the Dryad, please bring her body with you.
Oh, great! More bodies we gotta bring.
Oh, that fucking hole is filling up, man.
The corpse hole.
We're gonna have to
Yeah.
get a cart.
Another corpse hole.
Yeah. Also, the pyromania thing. I am role playing that. Like as him, like he has not been able to let go for a while, and this is
Oh, we're watching a
Endorphins.
relapse. We're
By
witnessing
the
a
way,
Yeah.
William. Oh, go ahead.
Yes.
Sorry.
in the beginning of the campaign, he was really bad at holding it back, and throughout the time we've been together, it's been less and less, and now it's been 2 years with even lesser indulgement, and now trees are burning like paper.
We're watching a smoker crack open a new pack. an ex-smoker who's been, clean for 2 years, has just cracked open a fresh pack of Marlboros. The menthol is setting in.
Fire is greedy.
By the way, William, I finally finished posting all the hot dog stuff in your channel.
Yeah, so I saw that. Yeah, I did.
All of it?
I saw a good amount of it. Yeah.
Good,
Oh God,
good.
so much
I
hot
thought the
dog.
Spaghetti-O one was kind of my favorite because I knew that one would hurt.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
But don't worry, Barney, I'll
Oh,
get you up
God.
to speed on Oskval in your new place soon.
Okay. I find the fucking the one with toothpaste on it.
I like the one with the hand sanitizer.
Bro, what am
Which
I
one was that again?
Yeah, scroll back up.
Yeah. God, the one in the gumball machine. Oh, the handset. Oh yeah. And then the one I find the most offensive is the hot dog and the strawberry.
They're all offensive in my eyes. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah, she messes with me because I'm a chef, and it's horrific.
Exactly. I specifically subscribe to this one group on my Facebook, so for William and only William.
These all just are so disturbing.
That is why the group is called the Hot Dogs in Unusual Places.
I've only been with one guy, the mega dog. Oh man. Okay, so Colin's going fucking a little pyroclastic.
I was muted. Yeah.
There's a fucking mega fire dragon of doom. Berlin just got the ability to drown an entire town in blood in a moment's notice, so that might be helpful in the coming fuckery.
Oh my.
Yes.
Yeah, it's actually quite fascinating the different types of dragon, types of dragon in the multiverse.
Yeah, like in older editions, they were properly spread out because they kind of adapt and change. So there are ones that are native to the fire plane, there's shadow dragons, there's all kind of shit. They just,
Yeah.
yeah.
Lava dragon, native. Hang on.
Like, I don't much
It's-
care for dragons personally, but as a species of beings, I guess we'll call it, in the Forgotten Realms and D&D and all that, they sort of represent baser components. So, as far as baser components of existence, so there are ethereal dragons, there's astral dragons, there's dragons with a plane of fire, air, water, cold, all the salt and everything. Just, if there is a building block of some kind, there is a dragon attuned to that building block.
Yeah. Have fun dealing with the Guyana dragon.
Guyana.
The Guyana dragon. Ooh.
Guyana dragon?
Ooh.
Like the gate
Yeah, the
of Guyana?
Yeah, the dragon from Guyana.
A
The
neutral
way
evil.
that is
Indiana Hell?
pronounced sounds so similar to my name that throws me off really hard.
It's a type of hell.
Yeah, isn't it like hell?
Oh yay, I'm a type of hell.
Well, Guyana is.
I have no idea what Payday's name is, so
To describe the plane of Guyana, it is a plane of discontent, discomfort, and just general discombobulation, as well as things like pain and suffering. The entire plane is on a 47-degree angle, if I'm not mistaken, William.
I think it's 47, 45, something like that.
Yeah.
I was literally just about to make that joke about how, fun fact, it's actually like no matter what you do, you are at a 45-degree angle, which has led to people falling down the floor, which is made of obsidian mostly.
Yep.
And be just torn to absolute
Yep.
ground.
Yeah.
Yep.
I was gonna say like it shreds you. Oh, but damn. All right.
You know
Uh,
what? Just go watch Blue Exorcist.
Like, if you can't fly, don't bother with Vienna.
I thought you were gonna say just watch Blue Lock. I was like, why would you do that?
Go watch Boku no
In
Pico.
Vienna.
Well, you guys have a good night.
Yes, I'm
Yeah.
gonna
Okay,
run out
Alright,
of cursed
William.
anime reference sooner or later.
William, one day I'm gonna sending spell that Phoenix and ask where he is.
Goodbye,
Ask
see
that
you.
check.
Okay.